everyone. Welcome back to Simply Sells Seashells Down by the Seashore. The Holo Taco talks and walks taco tickets to the... What? That does not work. Welcome on in, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm coming to you live from the coast. The coast of Crèmes. You guys are looking bright today. A little sun-bleached. A little bright, a little sun-bleached. But yeah, looking good, chat. It's too early for all that. For all what? What time is it? It's 11 a.m. What came first, the polish or the outfit? Always the polish. You guys, okay, yes, fit check. I just found this gradient shirt because it happened to almost match some of the colors, like almost, close enough. The orange, not totally, but saltwater taffy's pretty close. And then I was like, you know what? It's pretty good. Don't forget your sunscreen. Yes, okay. Don't forget your sunscreen, everyone, all right? Whether you're playing indoors or outdoors, don't forget your sunscreen. You're playing indoors. This isn't sunscreen, this is actually night cream. Don't tell anyone. It's for the bit, and my eyes need it because they're flaring. It must be all the sun. It's so bright in here. These sunglasses are so dark. It's so bright in here. Oh my god. All right, welcome on in to the mods, the cats, the dogs. Happy Simply Stream Saturday. Today we're just chilling and chatting on the coast, talking about our new Coastal Crèmes Collection from Holo Taco, which is exactly what it sounds like. Coastal vibes, crèmes, nice new bright colors. I really like this palette, and there's 8 of them, which is fun. Lots to play with. So I kind of just want to do a walkthrough. You guys already know this collection launched earlier this week on Thursday, so it's already live. There is no live launch. Oh my god, it's already live. So this is low-key just chilling, so if you're here with me live, then we'll go through everything that we usually do, but we're just chilling on the side of the shore, you know, low-key. We'll do comparisons. I've got a bunch of wheels prepped for combos already, so I painted the base colors, and we'll do live combos because I feel like that'll be fun. I also already preemptively did some combos, and then I have another wheel where I anticipate we do jellies. I feel like people are gonna ask me, what happens if you put a jelly? So we're gonna like change the tint of them too, play with some of the colors of the colors. And yeah, so just chilling and chatting, some experimenting. I feel like this type of launch full of crèmes is a good one to explore with toppers. Like, what does the iridescent shimmers or the unicorn skins do to these? And then you can really see like, okay, like that's the vibe I'm looking for or something, because sometimes you really need to paint all or many of the options to like see it. So I'm excited to do that. I have a mood board to share. I'm not sure if the detectives did a deck on this one. We'll see. But we could do that. Is there a bingo link? I don't know. We'll get there at the end of the stream. But yeah, we'll watch the Holo Taco YouTube video as well. I'll walk you through the formula, which is crèmes, but like so creamy, and like everyone's footage, like the people who got it in PR who've been posting too, is so satisfying to watch, and I'm so excited for that part. Like if we're doing crèmes, if Holo Taco's doing crèmes, you know they're gonna be opaque. They're gonna be thick, like in a good way. So that's fun. We can also do live demos of that. But yeah, let's get started. Hope everyone's doing well. We do have a deck. Okay, perfect. Looking forward. Me too. Yes. All right, where do we begin? Because everything's already launched. I'm just like, what do we do? Here, let's go to the website first, actually. Let's go with this carnival music. It's a little off theme. Let's go to the website and be like, what's happening? David's Tea is having a sale, so restock. Yes. How could I forget? I'm literally so rude. I've got my tea here. Simply maple breakfast in the morning. Always needed. Oh, and the tote. Yeah, duh. How can I forget the tote? Let's look at the website for a little recap. All right. Just make this fit the screen nicely. Oh, who threw that popsicle down? Coasted in color. What a nice, like, summery palette. Me just staring at myself is a little freaky, but... Alright, Coastal Crèmes. So we've got 8 new, super rich, creamy coverage crèmes. And I'm really excited by this color palette. I think, like, I would describe it best as sun-bleached, you know? Like, if you take away the theme and you're just trying to describe, like, the colors, I think, like, sun-bleached. Now, some of them more than others. They're bright, they're colorful. It's not exactly a rainbow, but it kind of, like, hits those vibes. But there's, like, a little bit of, like, sun-bleaching, I think, that I see, especially in, like, Midnight Marina, that one for me. Like, this one is maybe a little bit less sun-bleached, but I don't know. It's got those colorway vibes to me. But yeah, let's click on it. But look, this is the most important part. Okay. Right now, as of launch day, only until Monday, which is June 22nd, you get a free Holo Taco tote bag when you get the full collection set. So I'll show you that. Gaming chat already got a preview. Look what we did. Okay, we never do this. We've never done this. This is an experiment. I don't just mean the bag. I mean, like, an actual gift that we designed specifically to coincide with a collection that was something we haven't, like, made before. So this is our custom Holo Taco tote bag. It's a black canvas and it's a thicker canvas. And it has our logo with the pattern, like, screen printed on it. Inside, it has a pocket, a little pocket that kind of tucks back in. It also has a little snap enclosure. There. And you can see how big it is at the bottom. So see, it'll stand up on its own, which I know people want to know. Like, if you were to put books or bottles of water in there, like, it'll actually stand up, which I like in a bag. And then on the other side, have some fun before you die. You want to know something funny? On TikTok, on Holo Taco's post, like, Holo Taco posted a video, I guess it was like maybe 2 days ago, just like a hero short of the collection. And someone in the comments wrote, like, I don't understand what have fun before you die has to do with this brand. Or, like, something like that. Like, why would this brand say that? So I responded, I've been saying that since 2014. And then I realized, I'm like, wait, they probably don't know me then, if I'm, right? So I said, and I own the brand, lol. Yes, I have been saying this. This has been on my Simplynailogical YouTube banner since 2014. Like, I don't know. I guess I thought it was kind of edgy or funny because I wasn't just doing nail art, and that was the joke, right? You know, growing up on YouTube, I was like 26, but I was always doing stuff that was not just what you would expect, right? Like I would do nail art and then I'd like make a weird joke in the middle of the video. So I kind of just embodied the have some fun before you die in my YouTube banner, and then it just kind of stuck. And yes, the quote does come from my dad. He used to say that all the time when we were kids. Like if we were like whining or complaining about something, like, I don't want to go to the beach, Dad would be like, have some fun before you die. Okay. Guys, I'm going to the beach. Bye. See y'all later. Bye. Yeah, this is how big it is against me for scale. I'm 5'4". Does that help? It's kind of the size of like a top on me. Honestly, this would be kind of a sick tube top. What do we think? What if I just cut the bottom out and then it said have some fun before you die? Okay, actually not a bad idea. Wear that to the beach. So yes, this tote bag, all that to say, this tote bag, we still have quantities available. We predicted this one almost so perfectly. We'll see by the end of Monday. But so far, so perfect and good. Because if we run out of them, then the promo ends. You don't get the bag. But right now we still have them. So you get this bag for free. It's included in your order. It automatically adds to cart. And I will show you that here. Watch. If you get the whole collection and you go to view my bag, it automatically just pops up and it's free, and that's how you know that you got it. Only one per customer, please. Make a beach towel. Okay, relax. We have a tote bag. We're not going, we're not doing more beachy things for now, but you know, I think this is fun. And you could use it like for groceries and stuff. You don't have to use it for the beach. You predicted us, right? I did, yeah. But this promo is on until the end of day Monday. We are not selling the bag separately. And that's in large part because of supply chain. Forecasting was just too challenging to figure out that. And we do have to be very mindful of order quantities on our end, because we don't want to end up with too many. Also, we wanted to do something to reward the customers who are, you know, choosing to purchase the entire collection, which, fun fact, is the majority of our customers who shop during a launch. Most people are buying the full bundle, whatever it is, even when it's not limited edition. So this was kind of like a little gift that we wanted to give to those people who we can count on. And we know that from a lot of data that we have. So that being said, I am listening, you know, and I hear people asking to buy the bag. It's not going to be for sale at this time, but I will take it back to the team and we'll, I don't know, look into it, maybe be able to do a small restock if we decide on like a retail price and if we can get it at a reasonable margin for that second restock, potentially. I don't know, but for right now, it's just available with the full collection set as a little gifty. I'm gonna use my bag for stationery. Nice. We love merch. I think merch is fun too. It's hard out there, okay? In the land of supply chain and tariffs, we have to plan way in advance and we have to forecast smarter, which doesn't always mean less. It might actually mean more. It depends. But smarter and less frequently and much earlier. So that's just kind of what we're dealing with. All right, so, okay, we've talked about the bag. Did you get the bag? I love how in the Holo Taco YouTube live chat, when the collection was going live, I saw some of you there recognize your names. Literally, people in the chat were just like, got the bag, literally. That's a good one. Loving the merch drops? Yeah. There's like a couple small things that we are working on for later this year that are like, I guess they'd fall under merch, that I'm like excited about, but also very cautious and like nervous because of just like, yeah, because of the, you know, the expense, the complication. It's always something that like we have to work with other parties on. It's not as, I say simple as nail polish, but nail polish is like, you know, what we do. The bag has been secured, yes. Gotta pull? Or sorry, gotta do a pull, yes. Actually, let's do a pull since you've already probably decided to buy or not, right? Because it launched a couple days ago. Here, did you grab the whole bundle and bag? Let's just see who in chat. And then I'll put... Yes, shrimp. Yes, shrimply. Not yet. There. Not yet. What a leading pull. Whatever. All right, yeah, let's do a poll in chat. There's how many of you here right now? 800 of you? That's pretty good for a Saturday morning. It's like 8 a.m. on, you know, the west coast of North America. Your order shipped on the same day? Yes, so that's another perk of a low-key launch. I use the word low-key basically when Holo Taco does a launch that's not limited edition. So there's nothing that's like, oh my god, you're gonna run out of this nail polish type thing. When it comes to like merch or accessories, I feel like we've gotten to the point where that you don't need to freak out, because it's not nail polish. It's not our main bread and butter, if you will. It's not supposed to be the most exciting thing relative to whatever our main stage product is, which is gonna always be the nail polish collection, right? If we do like a piece of merch, it's kind of like an accoutrement, like it accompanies it. It's the side piece, or that's the way I see it, and I hope that that's like how we market things. But anyways, low-key launch. None of the nail polish was limited edition. Just a little baggy bonus. But when we do a low-key launch during the week, which you maybe have noticed in the last year, right? We've started doing that. So we've kind of moved from doing mostly exclusively Saturday launches, like live launches while I'm on stream, and started intentionally doing things that we consider more like low-key tier, because not everything can be high-key. So that's usually when there's like not just no collection box, but at least no collection box, not limited edition nail polish, and not celebrating like a big milestone for us, or a holiday or a collab, for example. So when we've been experimenting, this is business time, we're talking business, and then we'll talk about the colors. But I've found it interesting, and maybe you guys have as well, so I'm interested to hear what you say, that when we do a low-key product launch during the week, those orders, because it's a less volume, because customers feel less pressure, I'm assuming, right? You guys translate that for me. Get shipped out way faster, in part because there's less volume on day one. The volume is more spread out, and because it's during the week, which is just better operationally, right? Think of like fulfillment and shipping and people working on that during the week. So there's a an unintentional but like good benefit to us doing low-key launches during the week, because the customers who do choose to purchase like at that time are getting their order fulfilled generally on average much quicker than during a high-key Saturday launch where there's way too many people creating like a bottleneck ordering at the same time and it's not spread out. So strategically, it actually helps us to coach the customer to like relax and spread out amongst themselves purchasing over a week period, for example, rather than everyone at one time trying to fit through one door. It helps us and it helps you. So that's kind of what we've been trying to do, like retrain the customer for some of our launches to be low key. But then the benefit is like you get your order like this, right? Like you're not waiting the 8 to 10 days that we have, you know, as our caveat when we do high key launches. So that's a huge benefit of ordering during a low key launch like this. Low key launches are super nice. Yeah. I was on vacation at a water park when it launched. I snuck away for a moment to order. Well, this is the collection to do that with. Can't wait to get all the fun new crèmes and the bag. Thank you. So grateful for how much thought you put into every part of the process. Thank you. Grateful for you guys for being part of the process. Retraining our feral brains and lowering the adrenaline. Yes. Did the poll close? No. Here, I'll close it. Did you grab the whole bundle in the bag? See, 45% said yes. Have already done that. So almost half of this chat have already benefited from the low-key launch by getting the bag and the fulfillment, probably. Like, did anyone's order not ship yet? Like, everyone I've seen says my order already shipped. And then I'm also seeing people saying that they'll pick up the crèmes at the next launch, which is totally fair, and you can do because they're not limited edition. So the choice is yours, but we do have the tote bag perk for people who are choosing to purchase at launch. Yours didn't ship yet? Okay, I spoke too soon. Okay, well, not everyone. I shouldn't have promised it as everyone, but a much higher proportion of orders placed will go out than during a launch day where, like, obviously not the majority of orders are going out on the same day or next day. But fulfillment will continue, yes. All right, shall we go through the polishes? Okay, business is over. Now let's talk colors. Let's, actually, I'll pull up the mood board first. Yes, let's do the mood board and then we'll walk through it. These shades also matte. I got you. I think these crèmes, when they're kind of like somewhat bleached, they look a little bit even more bleached when they're matte. Stunning. Beautiful. Video? Yeah, we'll do the video after the mood board. Let's do the mood board first. All right. Coastal Crèmes. 8 sun-soaked, sun-bleached shades that you can pair no matter which 2, which 3, which 4 you want to wear. And I'll show you case in point on my hands in just a minute. But it's very tasty, delicious. It's like taking long walks on the boardwalk, but with a fun twist. This is not a romantic coast. Absolutely not. This is like we're gonna go eat saltwater taffy in our orange bathing suits with our besties and have a little creamsicle or some sherbet. Maybe get a little wild, push someone off the pier at the marina at midnight. Okay, well, whoa, too far, Simply, too far. But tasty, fun, fresh, colors of summer. And for me, I really like that you can take any two of these, pair them, and paint one on top of the other because the coverage is absolutely insane. And it's really easy nail art, which who thought I would say this, but yeah, this is a summer fun collection. They're so yummy, I want to eat them. Well, you could try and eat your screen. Let me know how that goes. All right, let me grab back the website because now we'll do this. All right, Coastal Crèmes Collection, bundle discount, also a little bonus. Sun-drenched boardwalks, sweet frozen treats, and summer nostalgia await. 8 vibrant coastal crèmes are serving up a carnival of creamy colors inspired by rolling waves, colorful umbrellas, and postcard-worthy days by the shore. So a color in here for everyone. I saw so many people asking me how to do this nail art tutorial. I'm like, guys, I literally just took the brush and went like this. I will demo it today though, because I feel like people are like, I don't believe you. No, there's no nail vinyls. I just went like this once. But like, okay, like stunning. I really hope people like the creamsicle color too, because this was our attempt at yellow, but like give it a little twist of a bit of a creamsicle. And I think with that marketing, right, because we associate, like you have to give it a good name that evokes a good type of yellow. And creamsicle, I think, is it. I'm hoping it's it. Please don't be last place. We're gonna look it up though. And we have 2 days of data, so that's helpful. But as with any solo like color collection like this, you're gonna have it lean differently on different skin tones, different lighting, even just like the way your iPhone, if you're taking pictures with your iPhone. My photos are almost never iPhone. But some of our other content creators use their phones. Sometimes it throws, and if you don't do color correction, yes, it can look slightly differently depending on lighting. So that is just showing range of how people take pictures. They look so good. Delicious. Ooh, this like rich mint. Oh, I love this one. It's like a vibrant mint. Saltwater taffy. I really like this one too. The like bleached blue. Blue indigo. What do we call it? I don't know. Ben likes the blue one too. Yeah, it's a good one. It's like, it's a one coat. It's insane. Okay, we gotta just watch the video. All right. Pink girly creamsicles. Oh, this is just my macro nail. Here. Dockside drama. Peer pressure. Summer scandal. Saltwater taffy. Boardwalk behavior. Serving sherbet. Creamsicle coast. And midnight marina. Do you guys like the shade names? Okay, this picture's sick though. We are gonna have backgrounds coming out. I already took one. I stole one. I have advanced permissions. But this picture's sick. Shout out to our content producer who made this. But we will also have spill backgrounds too, along with that paint drip one. It's just so rich, so juicy. Not juicy. Juicy is the wrong word. Just so rich, so creamy. And here's our little cuties on the boardwalk. Not AI. Real photo was taken. Everyone relax. All right. So that's the bundle. And then, yeah, you can also pick them up individually. Our crèmes are all $13, which I think is very reasonable in a land of, I don't know, cosmetics being like the most expensive they've ever been. I mean, everything is the most expensive it's ever been. But just cosmetics in particular has seen huge increases in large part due to tariffs and supply chain. But yeah, our crèmes are like the formula is legit. So before we watch the Holo Taco video, let's take a look at my mani. What's on my hands? So on my other hand, I'm just wearing some of the creme straight up. And they're kind of all throwing right now because you can tell my skin looks a little yellow, but like on this camera, I'm not. This just happens. It's like color relativity. But this hand, I recreated my other mani. But here, I'm gonna pull it up and show you the two at the same time. Okay, so there's that one, right? And then I basically did the same thing, just all diagonal instead of one halfway, and different color pairings, just to like try different color pairings. Except this one I repeated. I just like those two together a lot. And then on my thumb, I did the two like green/blue teals, which I think that looks cool together. This is like a more subtle one. It looks like a beach ball. It kind of does look like a beach ball. I unfortunately did already chip the edge of this one though, because I don't know why. I was wearing Peely base and I showered, so oops. But I always wear Peely base. But why don't I just show you how I did this? Let's recreate it. So random wheel, I just like painted a bunch because we're gonna play, and we can put toppers on top of this. So we'll do this live coverage nail art, and then we'll actually watch the video. So I just feel like this is more unique for this collection. So there they are. There's so many they won't fit on screen. 8 Coastal Crèmes. And let's pick. Here, I gotta put them up so I can. And here, let's just do some random color patterns. We'll start on this guy. These don't have a glossy taco on top. This is just the creme straight up, and you'll notice actually that Dockside Drama dries down a bit matte, and that's just the exact pigment of the purple used dries a bit matte. Sometimes this happens in some of the brighter pigments, especially some in the like pink and purple range. But like that doesn't really matter. You put on a glossy taco, you know, on everything. You should. If you're not putting on a glossy taco, you're doing it all wrong. If you want your nails to be matte, then you just use a matte taco. But I find that nail polish that's like marketed is like dries down matte or glossy is like kind of silly. Like, no, well, you should be putting a quick dry glossy taco on top to lock it in, help it last longer, help it sparkle or shine if it's something that has something shiny in it, and just like to keep the nail polish on better and to help it quick dry. So you always use a glossy taco. It doesn't really matter how a nail polish dries down, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some of these and like randomly do a stripe and just show you how opaque these new crèmes are on top of whatever color. So color science moment, color theory, is generally speaking, the color that's like darker tends to have better coverage, and that's just by virtue of like the pigment being able to cover more up. Like think of a black versus a white polish. Obviously the black polish is gonna have better coverage or cover up more. I mean, unless it's a black jelly or whatever, like, you know what I mean? Generally, if you're developing a nail polish product and you're using the same base formulas like suspension base and ratio of whatever to whatever, the pigment that is just objectively darker will have better coverage, always. There's some exceptions to that though. Sometimes in like very specific purple or red pigments, or pigments that are used to basically make a purple, those can be weaker at opacity, and that's what I've noticed. I don't really know why. It's just how it is. Same in makeup. Like, you'll hear people talk about this in makeup, that it's really hard to formulate a good true purple eyeshadow that like isn't metallic, because then you can use metallic pigments to like add coverage. But like that's why. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. It's like kind of the same in nail polish with crèmes, where we can't rely on like metallic or whatever to add coverage. So anyways, that's kind of an exception, somewhere in the purple and pink category. But generally speaking, like the mint one, for example, is lighter. So I would expect this would have lighter coverage slightly than like the blue. The blue's like super fucking opaque. Same with this one, because they're just darker. So that's my little explanation, but let's just go ahead and here, I'm gonna recreate this nail art on this wheel. Ready? Everyone thought this was so complicated or that I used nail vinyls. This is literally all I did. Done. Now on the mint green, I'll probably do 2 coats, but you know, it's there. Let's try the yellow, which is also on the less pigmented, but still extremely pigmented side. The music, please. Okay, sorry. I'll turn it down a bit. You made it look so easy. I'm just using the brush. It's actually easier if you like put your hand down and you can balance it. I'm working in the air here. Like, I just don't care. I'll do it again. That was like actually a little bit too big. Ready? The coverage is crazy. Now, it's a little bit like I would do a second coat. See, I can kind of see through it. But like, she's yellow. Give her a break. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this one a little bit better. It's actually harder on a wheel because I don't want to touch the other one. It's easier on your finger where you don't have to worry about an adjacent thing. That's a 1-coater. Like, Midnight Marina is insane. All right, let's do the pink. I like this like watermelon combo. The coverage is insane. Yeah. Like, you know. Oops, I kind of fucked that one up. Watermelon. Let's do teal on this one. The teal is also crazy. Straight line. I feel like I'm like kind of shaking it. That's because I'm trying to hold this in the air. But this is how I did these nails. I literally just did 1 line across. It's much easier if you can put your hand on the table. But alright, and let's do the last one, which is Summer Scandal. Simply released 8 crèmes. Wow, what a scandal. That's what I would say to myself if I'm 2016 Simply. But like, if I'm doing crèmes, I'm doing it like this, so, you know. Scandal me. And that was 1 coat with the brush. Now, some of them I would do a second coat. Like, I would run a second coat over the saltwater taffy, the yellow for sure, and probably the sherbet one. but like, that's it. That's all I did. I did not use nail vinyls. She just went. What about the blue? We did, oh, we didn't do, we did the blue over this. I used all of them, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't. Which one didn't I use? Wait. Sherbert. I didn't use Sherbert. You're right. And the colors, I'm just like, I can't see it. I can't count anymore. You're right. Okay. We didn't put Sherbert over something, so let's put Sherbert over the blue. Which is probably like the worst way to go. Just in terms of like picking coverage opacity, you would not put the lightest shade over the darkest shade, right? You would do the reverse, which is what I did on this pinky. I put Sherbert on the bottom and then put Midnight Marine on top, right? So if you're doing this nail art at home, I would just be strategic and put the, if you have those two together, put the darker color over the lighter, always. That's always gonna be, it's gonna work a little bit better. But whatever. You could do this too, and I would just run a second coat on it. All right, let's move those aside. I like the combo. I really like these two together. I like them so much that I did this exact combo twice. Do some with the picnic jellies. Okay, we'll do unhinged combos after we watch the video. I say unhinged, but that's what all these are for. So we have them waiting and ready. But while we're still here, let's just do a quick glossy versus matte of the colors. So there's Coastal Crèmes Glossy. And here's matte, which there's something about matte crèmes. I mean, like, I know it's bland because there's nothing shiny, but if it's already bland because it's a crème, in theory, whatever, in 2016 Simplynailogical theory, these colors do read tastier because then they remind me literally of like saltwater taffy. I'm like, that looks like a candy I should throw in my mouth. They do look tasty. Like, what's going on? I want to pet it. It does feel soft. Our matte taco literally feels soft. They look like the bouncy balls. Aren't those glossy though? They look better matte? Okay. Glossy or matte. Let's do a poll. How are you gonna wear your Coastal Crèmes? This gives me more sun-bleached vibes, to be honest. And imagine this mani matte. I actually think that would be sick. I kind of want to put a topper over it, but that's me and my unhinged sparkle brain. But let's see, glossy or matte? How are you wearing your crustacean? Sadly, there was not one named after a shrimp. I know many of you were disappointed. Half matte, half glossy. Oh, that's a really good idea. Yeah, so you could do what I just showed you, where you like paint half and half. I mean, you can do it any direction. I just personally think it's easy to paint the diagonal direction, and then I just use a cleanup brush where if I flooded one side. So you guys vote. I'm gonna pull up the Holo Taco YouTube video because I do want to keep talking about the coverage, but also it's just fun to like watch through. I'm a glossy girl, but I love the matte. That's me. Like, I almost always want to make something shinier or glossy, and I just find glossy nails, even if they're crèmes, is more forgiving, right? Like, if you make a tiny dent or you like accidentally hit the cleanup brush on the side of your nail, you would notice it more if it was matte, because like the surface is so stark. The landscape is just super stark. Like, you could see everything. If you had a tiny little like dent in your nail or something, or you got a little fluff in there, glossy like kind of helps. It's a little more forgiving, and then you can just like lop it on or whatever. But so you need to be like perfect in your application if you're gonna go matte. Matte seems more suitable for autumn. I hear you on that, because like, look. This is the Dark Academia collection. These were 3 crèmes, and they're matte. And it is giving like, ooh, very fall vibes. Even that's Devil's Advocate matte, which is stunning. And then the specialty formulas as well. But I hear you, like matte paired with a fall color tone palette. Oh, like this is already transporting me to fall. But we're not there right now. But I know exactly what you mean, and I fully agree. But seeing these matte too, it's a more playful summer bleached experience when it's matte. So I think it still works. But let's see what the poll says. Coastal Crèmes, 57% glossy, 43% matte. Okay. Split, but like a little more glossy, but that's still a lot of matte. Cool. It's kind of like ice cream too. Like when you get ice cream fresh out of the freezer and it's still kind of matte. It hasn't started melting yet. That's also what this gives me. Like, I just took my creamsicle out of the freezer, and now I'm gonna go to lick it, and like my tongue might get stuck to it. So specific. I can never be bothered to do matte because the only way I can get it to not dent is doing glossy first. Yes. So Mark, that's actually a really good point. My best tip, even though you just said you don't like waiting for it to dry, but for best results, if you want the matte creme look, I actually recommend you do glossy taco first, let it dry. Yes, like wear it for the day. Go do something else, you know what I mean? And then come back and later apply your matte taco. And that's because the glossy top coat will seal in the whole manicure, make it last longer, and give you that initial quick dry so that it is like locked in and you're not gonna get those dents as long as you like don't fold laundry, you know, in the first 10 minutes. Like, don't be silly now. But if you only put on a matte taco on top of a creme or anything and you skip the glossy taco, it doesn't have the same quick dry, like protective ingredients in it because it's just counter to the matte pigments. Matte top coat is actually a type of pigment, right? That changes how something under it looks. But it's not a color. It's not a color or like a colorant, but think of it like a pigment. So that doesn't work the same as a glossy taco, which is more like a clear coat. So you need that clear coat first, and then you can do that matte taco later. But yes, you have to wait for the glossy taco to dry. And that's how you don't have dents. It'll last longer. It seals it in. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit plumper of a manicure as well. That's how I did these. So these actually had glossy taco first. I let it dry, probably a couple hours, just like to be safe, and it doesn't really bother me. It's on a wheel. But even when I've done matte nails on my own hand, like I'll go do glossy taco, I'll like, I don't know, do something for the rest of the day and then later make them matte. It does make it a bit more plush, like a bit thicker in a good way. Matte is like adding frosting. Yes, exactly. All right, let's watch the video. Coastal Crèmes Summer Crème Collection 2026. Coveted. Holo Taco's coveted opaque creme formula. So you can be the talk of the boardwalk. The creamiest cremes on the coast. 5-star formula. What are we, a movie? Yes, we've actually been rated in like a magazine as like having extremely good cremes. Like literally, Holo Taco posted about this on their stories at some point in the last month. But yeah, what a great award to get. Like, what is this timeline in 2026? Simplynailogical nail polish brand gets awards for their creme nail polish. You know what? I'll take it. I will take it. But I just find that funny. But yes, our cremes are super creamy. There might be some people who are like, I actually don't like that. I actually prefer my nail polish to be a little more liquidy, you know, and that's fine. You can go to the drugstore. There's plenty of those there, I hear. But if you want super pigmented cremes, good for nail art, good for just slapping something on, good for people who are like, can't be bothered to do multiple coats, then that's Holo Taco. 8 new coastal shades. Like, ooh! Take me to the beach. Dockside drama, peer pressure, summer scandal, saltwater taffy, midnight marina, creamsicle coast, serving sherbet, and boardwalk behavior. All right, let's dive into the formula. First up, Dockside Drama, which we're describing as a bright fuchsia purple creme? What is this color? It's such a pretty, unique color. Full color, full drama in our signature creme formula. This one I'd say is fully opaque on the second coat. And that goes to what I was explaining earlier about purple pigments. And when I say purple pigments, I don't mean the nail polish has to be purple. It could mean pigments somewhere in that spectrum that are just being used to create the end shade. Oh my God, is this not on the highest quality? For shame. For shame. We need to rewatch the application. I can't believe I was playing that in 480p. Take me out. Bury me in the sand. So embarrassing. But yes, purple pigments are weird. Why? I don't know. I gotta call someone about that. But here they are on some of our lovely swatchers. Please compare. Oh, we will. Here are, this is my iPhone straight up, and different lighting. So indoor spotlight, which is in my kitchen, Simplynailogical. Indoor low light, also in my kitchen, but not under the light directly. Phone flash, iPhone flash, and shade. Next up, peer pressure. That's a good name. You have to be looking at the word though, right? I'm just in case you're just listening to me. It's pier, P-I-E-R, like the end of a pier. Everyone's buying the Holo Taco cremes. It's such peer pressure. Okay. Bright ocean teal color. Come on, everyone is wearing it. This one is a good one. And no, it is not the exact same color as David's teal. We will do a comparison. I'd say it's a little bit deeper and a little more bluer. We'll do comparisons after this. But it's a gap in the catalog as a result, because that was also limited edition a long time ago. But here it is, different lightings. Next up, Summer Scandal. Bright coral, but also coral orange. I don't know. I was definitely struggling with like, is this orange or is it coral? Or is it coral orange or orange coral? I don't know. Because it really leans differently on different people. Like, I look at it on my nail right now and I think it's orange. But then I'm like, I see it in the bottle and I'm like, no, it's coral. Or I see it on someone else and I'm like, I don't know. Looks orange to me. Or is it purple? But like here, this is kind of a good, in low light for some reason, like there I'm like, oh, it's orange. But then under direct light, I'm like, oh, it's coral. I don't know. There is no way to like give you a objective, this is the one frame or photo of like how it will be in when you experience it. So that's why I'm just giving you, I give you everything. I give you my whole camera roll and I'm like, I don't know. You figure out what color it is. Look, here it is here. What color is this? Literally, what color is this nail polish? It's indigo. It's coral. It's corange. It's Carl. That's a new one. It's chartreuse. It's juicy coral. It's papaya. It's salmon. It's black. Okay. It looks pink in your hand. It does look kind of pink in my hand. I don't know. Well, not this angle. At this angle. Weird. It is kind of papaya. Huh. See, that would have been like too tropical vacation. So we weren't going that direction with the theme. So I wouldn't have named it papaya. But okay. I think I agree with you. Like if I'm like to find an object in real life, it is kind of papaya. Okay. Next. Saltwater taffy. Oh, I wonder if she's the bestseller. I feel like her dockside drama or peer pressure will be. We're going to do sales data. If Ben is alive, I will ask him for sales data. Saltwater taffy, vibrant aqua mint is how I think it's best described because it's very like bright. It's not like soft minty. It's vibrant aqua mint, fresh from the candy counter. It really, like what we were going for was that saltwater candy. And I think I want to just show you what that means in case you... okay, does anyone remember this? Or like, have you seen this? Like saltwater taffy. It's more common if you live near like an ocean. I don't know. Like when I've been to Florida, they had saltwater taffy stores everywhere. But there's a particular like bright green one, right? Like see in there? Yeah. That's what we were going for. Gorgeous. I love saltwater taffy polish and candy. Or wait, here, just 1 second. I don't have a piece of it. I know. I sadly do not have a piece of it. I was trying to... but I like here, like look at it on my thumb. And I think pairing it with the kind of, it looks turquoise compared to it, but that kind of gives you an idea of like the two of them together and how different they are. Or like one is much deeper and one is lighter and more like a tasty candy. All right, back to playing. Also, my nails are shorter, yes, because I had broken one. I just bought the collection. Thank you, Ethan. You get a bag. There she is in different lighting. And next up, we got Boardwalk Behavior, a medium bright pink creme for nights where curfew is optional. This is a slightly warm pink, which I don't generally like writing the word like on the website too. I generally don't like writing warm or cool unless it's so obviously cool, like it's like fucking icy or something, because that description is highly subjective. And I've seen people like ask like you need to label all of your nail polishes warm or cool, and I just fundamentally disagree because some people would disagree with that assessment. There just like is no correct one when they're kind of like it could be one way, it could be the other. What is neutral is kind of relative to how it reads on an individual. So how could we call something cool or warm, unless it's like so cool or so warm, or it's like no one's arguing. So this one, I feel like I couldn't put that, but I do think it is slightly warmer than some of our other pinks. So I think you guys would agree with that probably, but it's like a little more of a warmer bright pink. Like a warm Barbie pink, as opposed to like her cool, you know, there's like a cool pink in her palette. It's warmer than Icon on Board, yes. Which was a Crelly formula, so a different formula. But I will do comparisons in the next segment. There she is in different lightings. Then we got Serving Sherbet, which a light salmon, was that the correct word? Pink creme? Like, it's sherbety, but we didn't want to keep saying sherbet. 1 scoop may not be enough. This one is gonna need this is 2 coats, in part because it's just like a much lighter shade than the others in the crew. And totally noted that this one is gonna be different for different skin tones, right? So some deeper skin tones might prefer this because of the stunning contrast. But if it's closer to your skin tone, kind of like me, right? Then, you know, it's more of a neutral for you. But how I've worn it in nail art, then it's like all of a sudden it's not neutral, you know? It's just a way to add some contrast, because neutral with a pop of color actually is pretty sick. So the color is shrimply amazing. There you go. Creamsicle Coast. Okay, this is yellow. Oh no, what do we do? Peachy yellow creamsicle color. A taste of soft serve sunshine. If this is in last place, I'm gonna cry, because this is, I think, one of the prettiest yellows that Holo Taco has come out with. And I know yellows, no matter what we do, no matter what collection, the yellow or yellow adjacent color always sells the worst, with like very rare exceptions. Exceptions being like, oh, well, it was like gold, so that's different. But if it's not gold or shiny like that, then it's usually at the bottom. Because people don't want yellow nails. Why? What's wrong with yellow nails? Why are your nails yellow? But we put a lot of thought into like, okay, what is a good yellow? It can't just be like the sun, you know, color, or that inspired. Like, no. So creamsicle, take a yellow, bleach it a little bit, rub in a little bleach, and add a little bit of peach or orange, but like more peach, to make it more creamsicle yellow. That might be more palatable, like literally, like put it in your mouth. So I'm hopeful for this shade that she's not in last place, but we will see. And again, this one is going to read differently on different people, you know, in different lighting. Like, this already looks so different, but it does not look good in flash. Like, what is going on here? It does not need light. All right, last up, we have Midnight Marina, a bleached indigo blue creme. This coverage is insane. This is a 1-coater. This and Pure Pressure, I feel like I'll just say it. Those are just 1-coaters, even though we don't write that in the description, just to manage expectations. Only 1-coat black is legally, officially 1 coat. But like, this one is, oh boy. I don't know why I'm doing a 2nd coat. Literally, it was just force of habit here. But meet this one by the docks. She's a winner. But yeah, kind of, I don't think it's quite blurple. I don't think it's purple enough to be blurple, but it's a little blue indigo. It's like a bleached blue indigo. You're going to have some people who say, no, this is blue. And then you're going to have some people say, meh, it leans indigo. I probably agree with that. Because like, if you want true blue, then you're going more like Too Good to Be Blue, you know, like that pastel we have. Denim blue, yeah, it's giving jeans blue. And guess what? True denim is made of like an indigo pigment. So Beautiful. Soak it all in. But what if solid crembes are not for you? Just add a Holo Taco or a unicorn skin. Here's a... Okay, quick fire combos up close. Ready? Summer Scandal with Lunar Unicorn Skin. Peer Pressure with Picnic Party Taco. That's a fun one. Midnight Marina with Flaky Holo Taco. Okay, make it hollow. Now it's not boring anymore. Boardwalk Behavior with Sweetheart Taco. Pink on Pink. Super cute. Saltwater Taffy with Everything Taco. Super tasty. Dockside Drama with Freezer Burn. Okay, that's a good one. Everything with Freezer Burn is a good one, to be honest. Serving Sherbet with Rose Gold Flake Taco. Ooh, an elevated neutral if you're close to my skin tone. Creamsicle Coast with Freezer Burn. A weird one. But I was like, what if you put blue on sort of yellow? Now it's defrosting from the freezer. So you tell me which shades you're gonna fling with first. Or are you gonna use them all like I did? All right, next up, we could do comparisons and then combos. We'll do comparisons first. But before we do, I'm gonna pee out the tea and refill my water bottle. You gotta stay hydrated out here in the sun. So I'll run an ad, let me know what you get, and I'll BRB. And yeah, then we'll do comparisons. Be right back. Thanks, Ben. He got me the sales order. Okay, we're back. Eye exam commercial? Creatine for women? Okay, do you want the data or should we do comparisons? The data will be quick, so. I gotta cap all these so I can present it to you in order. Hey Ben, how you feeling? He didn't wake up in time. I was gonna make him coffee. Don't tell him I told you this, but Ben might be a little hungover today. He had too much fun on the beach. He's washed up on the shore. I make fun of him because he's never hungover. I need magnesium or something. There's some. I told you to take it. Didn't I tell you to take it last night? I gave you some last night. You don't remember? Yeah. I woke up late. Late for me is like 9. I woke up at 9. And, you know, it didn't work out today. Today's a rest day. Today's a beach day. But I was hoping Ben would wake up before 11 when I started streaming so I could make him coffee, make sure he got water and everything to be like, are you okay? But he was still asleep like 10 minutes before I was gonna go stream. I'm like, okay, you're good, just keep sleeping. Stay hydrated, have some of my magnesium, paint on a fresh coat of nail polish, whatever. Okay, I don't know why I'm laying them down. I'll do that in the poll first. Here, let's just go to full screen. Drink pickle juice. What? That's a hangover here? Really? I love pickles. Maybe that's why I'm always fine. Wait, does magnesium help hangovers? I don't know. I'm not a health professional. Trademark? TM? I don't know. Yeah, just take it at night. It helps me sleep, so. Chug water. Yes, favorites poll first. Let's do that. Drink your electrolytes. But, okay. Whatever. We're going way off topic, but it's fine. I'll do it after I put this out there. Okay. Which creme? Here, let's do this, actually. First, we need to collect your data. Give me your opinions. Also, do you like my many alliterations? Everything except saltwater taffy. Because I just, like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't name saltwater taffy anything else because it's literally saltwater taffy. Taffy, not toffee. Okay, pick one of these 4 first. If you had to pick between dockside drama, boardwalk behavior, summer scandal, or serving sherbet, you have to pick one. Because we're going to do a chat opinion poll first. Actually, 3 times. We'll have to do it 3 times because we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll pit them against each other. These are the heats. And then we'll get there. And then we'll get chat's opinion if you had to pick one, whatever. And we'll compare that to how the polishes are selling. Okay, so while that's going, what was I saying about electrolytes? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, like, marketing is wild because I'll see people promote certain electrolytes and I'll be like, oh, that looks fun. I like the branding and, like, sounds good. And I like the flavor. So I buy it. And then I, like, actually read the ingredients. I'm like, there is 8 million milligrams of sodium in this. Like, way more than a normal body needs. Like normal, like any human body, basically. Who's just like, I'm just like, what the hell? The helly? Anyways, I'm like, this should only be marketed to people who are running 20K marathons or something. Like, maybe then you need it. I don't know. But I'm like, that's actually insane. Like, I will die if I have this much sodium. Because, like, everyone eats sodium. You just don't think about it. So, yeah, some of them have way too much salt. At least for my needs. And I'm just like, the fuck? So, yeah, don't be silly like me. Don't fall for marketing. Just, like, read the ingredients. Like, a little bit of sodium is fine. So I try and find ones that have, like, I don't know, less than 100 milligrams, hopefully. Anyways, that was a pivot. Drink your electrolytes on the beach. Careful, too much sodium here. Which is salt. Salt water. Saltwater toffee. Popcorn, yes. Ben's favorite source of sodium. Are you eating popcorn right now? Ben, please have, like, real food. But you don't even sweat? I know, I literally don't even sweat. It takes a lot. I don't know if it's like a disorder, but like, I barely sweat. I'm only shiny because I put on sunscreen. And by sunscreen, I mean night cream. I would love some popcorn right now. No popcorn. Have real food. Have a turkey wrap. I'm gonna have a turkey wrap right after stream. I'm hungry. My mom has had too much potassium. She's okay now. I'm glad she's okay. I was once told I didn't get enough potassium and to eat a banana a day. And ever since my doctor said that, I've literally just been eating a banana a day. A banana a day keeps my doctor at bay, apparently. Bacon, if that won't upset your stomach, I would eat something that you normally eat. Don't eat something different, because then you're just going to feel worse. Okay, let's end this poll. Which creme out of these four? Oh, Dockside Drama winner. Okay, like obviously purple wins. Shocking. Shocked nobody. Then Boardwalk Behavior. Then Summer Scandal. Then Serving Sherbert at 13%. RIP. Will she be the worst seller? Let's see. All right. Mods, if you're here, if you're on the shore, Mod sells seashells down by the seashore. Can you save that for me so I can remember? And all right, let's run the next poll. Which creme? Part 2. My favorite part of stream is Shrimply's stream of thought. Sodium is which salt? Salt water. Saltwater taffy. We love associations. And alliterations, apparently. Except saltwater taffy is not an alliteration. All right, here's the second poll. Part 2. What's your favorite out of Creamsicle Coast, Saltwater Taffy, Peer Pressure, and Midnight Marina? This is like the blues and the yellows. I absolutely adore alliteration. Me too. You can tell by Holo Taco's shade names. An alliteration is when you have adjacent words where the first letter of the word is the same letter. Learn that in grade 10 English. Do they still teach that? Since there's no one in grade 10 out there. Parents of children of the grade 10-ish age, do they still teach children English literary terms? I was talking to someone the other day who was telling me that, like, someone who works in the trades, and some of the young, I don't know if they're like technically apprentices, but like younger, newer people who are, I guess, early 20s or maybe even younger, like had poor reading and writing capacity in order to like label things required for their work. Like they didn't know how to spell something, like basic words. And it's hard to not just attribute that to social media, you know, and different attention spans. And obviously this is just like sample size of 2, whatever. Like this isn't a real study. But like you hear about this and you're just like, oh no, please Please, teachers, I'm praying for you. I know it's so many of you in the chat are teachers or educators, and you will often share your frustrations, but your goodwill. So I appreciate you. I don't have kids, but like I appreciate you all for the sake of the world and humanity, that you will not stop trying. You are putting in that effort to educate the children of the future. We are here for you. We support you in the literary crisis. We're having an existential crisis. Who's a teacher in chat? Taught it in grade 5. Thank you, Steffi. Teacher here. Shrooms now. Nice. We do love teachers. That's why I teach math. We need math too. Nobody wants to spell anymore. Yeah, nobody. I mean, okay. I also like let spell check do things for me, you know? Actually, speaking of spell check, you might have noticed that serving sherbet is spelt with an R. Funny story. I just wrote serving sherbet this way with an R. And as I was writing it in like a Google Doc, the Google Doc tells me, oh, like the word is wrong. And I'm like, what do you mean the sherbet? What do you mean it's wrong? And it's supposed to be spelled sherbet. Like that's how it sounds. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't understand. In my head and the way it's pronounced, it's sherbet with an R. But no, it's sherbet. And then I said to my team, I'm like, what? Like, do you guys know, like, how do you spell sherbet? And they're like, no, it is technically, you know, sherbet. You know, that is technically what it is. And I was like, oh, but that just looks so weird. And they were like, well, how do you want the shade name to be? Do you want it to just be sherbet and you could just say you went that way because you like that in your head? I was like, yeah. So we knew that sherbet is the correct spelling. But I was like, nah, I don't care. I want it to be sherbet. But like we knew about this technical misspelling, and I just decided to ignore it because I'm like, I don't care. That doesn't make sense in my head. I'm gonna spell it with a Bert because I don't want people looking at the word and saying sherbet. Like that's stupid. Like I feel like that's more stupid. This is just my logic. Well, that's what happens when I get the final decision on the shade names. That's very Christine. Yeah. Treasure trough. Exactly. It's literally a treasure trough. Again. Okay, let's wrap up this second poll. RIP to that whole lecture I just gave about teachers, because I wouldn't listen in class if you told me how the correct spelling of sherbet is sherbet. I'd be like, no, you're wrong, miss. Ma'am, no. I don't think so. Apologies to the teachers. Still love you, though. Okay, Witch Creme Part 2. Saltwater Taffy in the lead. Narrow margin above Midnight Marina. Okay. I like it. And then Peer Pressure. Oh, I'm surprised Peer Pressure isn't on top, to be honest. And then Creamsicle Ghost. No surprises. All right, let's save that and do the last one. The call is coming from inside the house. Sherbet is technically acceptable spelling because we're all sick of words that aren't pronounced like they're misspelled. Like they're spelled. I just said misspelled as I was reading spelled. Yeah, I agree. I am not a fan of words that do not sound like they look, or vice versa. Like, I'm not for that. I would like to, and I know this is very, like, English coded through an English speaking lens only. Obviously, it's different in different languages. But for me, if I'm talking and I'm thinking in English, I hate it when it's, like, totally different spelling. Okay, this music is hurting my brain. All right, poll part 3. So, I'm gonna grab the winners and we're gonna pit them against each other. So we have Dockside Drama. That one was a clear one. And then from the second poll, we had Saltwater Taffy. Should I add more? I could. I feel like I'm gonna add Midnight Marina because it was close. Let's just see. It still shouldn't change which one wins, in theory. I mean, maybe it could. But whatever. Let's do that. I hate Colonel. Colonel. That is such an ugly ass word assignment and sound. Like whoever wrote that out and then said Colonel should be pushed off the pier. Like, no. It's terrible. I hate it. Colonel. So we have a road here in Ottawa called Colonel By Drive. Is that what it's called? I literally can't even say it because I just hate it so much. But it's spelt, it's like that, like Colonel, Colonel Drive or something. Like it's like along the canal or whatever. And I'm just like, no, I don't even want to go there because I hate the sound. Colonel By Drive, I think. But like I hate saying it. Blame the French. Merde. Qu'est-ce que fuck? Ben là, jusqu'à ici là. The word for those tiny little sandwiches, that word, it's French. What word for tiny little sandwiches? Scone? What's a tiny sandwich? What's a tiny sandwich? This is a quiz. It's a riddle I can't figure out. We pronounce it well. Thank you very beaucoup. We pronounce it. Yeah, okay, whatever. I love the way Simply says eczema. Okay, fuck you guys. And Deacle? Macaron. Oh, macaron. That's not a sandwich. It's like a little cookie, a little treat. Macaron? How do you say that in English? I literally don't know because it's French. Hors d'oeuvres? Yeah, that's a weird word. Bagel? I just say bagel weird. Petit fool? I'm not familiar. Don't forget, I can't say that. Worcestershire. I can't say that. No. As someone with dyslexic, most English words are so dumb to try and sound out because it even looks so different in my head. Even when I try to say it in my head, it makes no sense and it's just more confusing. I agree. So serving sherbet, it shall be. You are welcome. I'm here for the people. Okay, Crèmes part 3. Let's get this wrapped up. The winner in chat of favorite crème of the Coastal Crèmes Collection, according to you guys, is Saltwater Taffy. And then this helps clarify the positions, because then Midnight Marina was next, and then Dockside Drama. And then I'm going to impute and infer the rest of the data based on the other polls. So let's do. All right, chat. This is number one. Number one. I'm going to try and fit them on screen. And then it would have been peer pressure for sure, because that was next. I'm doing inference. It's fine. And then let's see. Boardwalk behavior. Summer scandal. Sherbet was. I know it's hard when, you know, it's not really. Because Sherbet was at 13, but obviously this depends. Creamsicles. I feel like we need to do a final one of like which one's the worst of these two. Yeah, we do. We need a final poll of which one's gonna be the worst seller of these two, okay? No, sorry, I rephrased the question. Just which one is better? Okay, so it'll give me the right direction. Which one do you like better? Let's think of the positive. Serving sherbet. Bert. Ernie and Bert. Or creamsicle coast. Okay. If you had to pick one, which one do you like better? Serving sherbet or creamsicle coast? And yes, pick it for you. Just like, what do you like? You must pick one. I kind of like this shirt. I feel like I will unironically wear this out. Is that a bad fashion choice? I don't know. So I obviously bought it just for this, but I don't know. It's kind of vibey. I like colors. I like colors and sparkles, you know? Life is too short to just wear boring, bland, millennial targeted, like, normcore beige. Fuck, what's the fashion trend called? I don't even know. Like millennial beige, okay? And every clothing brand is just doing millennial beige. You go to Aritzia and it's like beige or neutral colors. Everything is plain. There's no gradients. There's no color blocks. There's no cool stripes. There's just tiny little boring stripes. And I'm just like, where is the color? Bring me something fun. Yeah, I do not want minimalist clothes, okay? I want maximalist. Is this justice for yellows? Let's see. How do I block color or boring colors? I would like to block boring colors on social media. Now, sometimes boring colors, if we're thinking about nail polish and clothes, to be fair, you want that because you're going to contrast it with like, oh, an exciting top. Like this top is just boring white, but I needed it, you know, to wear under this very cool gradient top. And these pants are a boring neutral, yes. Simply fashion, but they look like they're on the boardwalk. It was literally the color of the coast, and I'm like, perfect. But I would not be caught dead wearing them with a beige top and nothing else. I mean, I don't mean like no else clothing. I just mean like a no other accessory, you know? Like, okay, some of the minimalistic blah, blah, blah is fine because I'm going to accent it with something interesting. Same with nail polish, you know? Neutrals are fine. For me, serving sherbet is a neutral, but I threw on Midnight Marina on top of it. Now, think of the options. You could do little French tips too. You could also pick whatever neutral suits you or your skin tone from Holo Taco or the drugstore, whatever, and then throw on one of these fun colors on top, like a little French tip. Give it an accent of color. Just give me some fun. Have some fun before you die. That should be a quote on a tote. Oh, hey. Look at that. Simply, it's rhyming time. Okay, let's close out this poll. Upon being forced, chat has chosen that they prefer Creamsicle Coast, which is the yellow adjacent. Okay, over serving sherbet. All right, we finally did it. Here is your order. Let's get it evenly. Okay. Oh, interesting how it's like almost a color gradient. Not totally. Like this one would have to be moved. But you almost went in rainbow order. All right. So in order from chat's favorite to least favorite, if you guys had to pick, saltwater taffy, Midnight Marina, Dockside Drama, Peer Pressure, Boardwalk Behavior, Summer Scandal, Creamsicle Coast, and in last place, Serving Sherbert. Let's see how this compares to sales data. Now, caveat, asterisk, footnote, and note 1. The majority of our customers, when we are selling a collection as like a bundle, choose to purchase the whole set, which to me tells me that yes, everyone has favorites within a set, but data-wise, they're not discriminating, but I use that in a statistical sense, between the shades because they're choosing to purchase the set. So there's actually less individual preference data available in that sense because a larger volume of customers choose to purchase everything. Does that make sense? Okay. So as a result, our N, our number, of people buying individuals is lower than people buying everything. So most people buy everything. But of those who are picking up individuals, whether it's a duplicate and they've already got the bundle or they're just selecting the individuals. Okay, you need all this context before I give you the results. Guys, we are statisticians and that's never not going to be a part of me. I am the purchase everything person. Well, 45% of you earlier in the stream said you already did, so. Let me pull up the data. So according to the data of people picking up individuals in the first couple days of this collection being available, the best-selling creme is saltwater taffy. Okay, I kind of called this, did I not? And I didn't peek, I swear. Earlier in stream, I said, oh, I think this one's going to be the best. Or maybe that one. I might have said another one. But like saltwater taffy. Okay, that's good. It's nice to see like a minty, vibrant green being on top when there's so many other good, solid colors, right? Like I'm kind of surprised, but also not because this one just resonates so much with that particular candy. And it's such a good, vibrant mint, which I think is universally looks good on everyone. If I could just say that, maybe you don't feel the same way, but I think it looks good on you. So, even if you don't think it does. It is unique, yeah. It's fun. It's definitely not muted. It's not like touch grass. All right, in second place though, it was never gonna be a blue. Like, it's not a blue. It's gonna be a pink. So in second place is actually Boardwalk Behavior. That's kind of a fun watermelon. In third place, Midnight Marina has moved. In fourth place, we got another swap, and we've got Peer Pressure coming up. Okay. Wow, we've got all the greens and blues in the top 4. But then you got pink. People love pink. And then Dockside Drama. People love purple. And then I'm not surprised. Yeah, these 3 are still at the bottom. So again, this, like, I hate that this is the case, guys. I need you to know I hate that this always happens. Because I will try my best. And I gave you 3 of, like, these, whether it's orange, yellow, or whatever, peach, somewhere in this range. I gave you 3 of them, and they are all at the bottom. But I'm unfortunately not surprised, because that's just what sells the least, even in like mainstream nail polish sales. Like that's why they just like make less of this, right? Okay, but to wrap it up, the actual worst selling shade amongst our individuals is Creamsicle Coast. No, the yellow. F. No. We didn't do it. We didn't do it. We did not survive. We tried so hard to make a yellow that wouldn't land on the bottom. But you know what? The second she has a bit of yellow pigment, her fate is sealed as the last place seller. Don't make me retire her in 2 years because of poor sales. I swear to God, all the yellows will be gone. But it's a pretty yellow. I know. And this is my point that you guys are seeing play out in real time. That like despite my best efforts to throw in a yellow here, okay, make it a little bit punchier, a little bit orange tone there, okay, make it more bleached or just make it less green. Okay, we've been doing that for years. And they always end on the bottom. Last place doesn't mean bad. I hear you. And none of these are bad. Also, the coverage is kick-ass. It's a great color for those who love it. But if you're thinking business-wise and sustainability, no, that's the wrong word. I mean, like operationally, in order to justify creating or continuing to make something, if something is consistently selling the worse, but you're dedicating the same resources to it as something that is selling mid, I say mid not in a bad way, but like in the middle or better, it doesn't make sense after a while. That doesn't mean never release yellows, obviously. That'd be stupid too. But it means probably do less of them and probably don't carry them for too long, because there's like an aging out effect that if it's a bad seller, statistically, and it's been around for a long time, and people aren't buying it. And then it's like, okay, well, we can't justify the resources and everything to restock it. So that's why we end up retiring bad sellers. That doesn't mean the color is bad or that the people who like it are bad. It's just business, man. It's all just business. It is a shame for orange and yellow fans. I know. But we're going to keep making them. But I don't think we're going to make so many of them. Like we're gonna make way more purples, teals, pinks, because that's what people will buy more of. Yeah. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. The yellow's at the bottom. All right, okay. That was my therapy on the coast. Thank you for joining me. Let's go to comparisons, shall we? Jumping into comparisons, let's discuss. Did she dupe herself? Oh my god, the drama! What a dockside drama, summer scandal, simply. DMCA, you're too good at singing. That's what they tell me. I know. It's one of my many talents is actually singing. Wasn't even royalty free. I'm getting in trouble. Okay, I'm gonna make an executive decision. We're gonna go this way to this way because it's easier to keep track. So let's start with the drama. I'm gonna try and just focus on creme comparisons because obviously a creme is very different than a holo. But I'll take a few non-creme decisions or recommendations to compare, but I just feel like it'll go on for all of infinity. Got my creme wheel. We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to update the wheel chat because I gotta add these. Look how exciting. Okay, this is more exciting. Hold on. Things that excite me when Sherbert is spelled my way. And also this. Things that excite Shrimp Play for 100, Alex. A complete creme wheel. We're gonna do that next. But like, okay, this palette kind of fits in the middle, you know, of shades that we've released. But we hadn't really had a focus on punchy brights that was a little bit bleached, right? Like a full collection of them anyways. We've had a little bit more pastel with the pastel and don't tell. We've also had cottage core, which is like more very muted pastels. And then we've had the odd random bright one, right? But starting with dockside drama, let's pull these two. And yes, I will get you Sophia's Feeling Fiendish, which is not on this wheel for some reason. We're gonna have to fix that. But let's just do these first. All right, so, oops, I'm covering the shade name. But here's two existing crèmes. Work Bestie is retired though, RIP. She just didn't want to work anymore. She is much darker than Dockside Drama. Dockside Drama is quite bright. Like you'll notice that in real life too. But here's a good relativity. So if you have High Tea Hibiscus or Work Bestie at home, I'd say those two are similar in the deepness of them. They're a little closer to like jewel tone, but still colorful. Like they're not super dark, but they're a little jewelier. And Dockside Drama is a little more like in your eyeballs. And that just kind of goes to show like the tone, right? The vibrancy tone. Where like if I'm like doing a vibrancy selector on Photoshop or whatever, I've got way more vibrancy here and I've got more black content. Like if I'm like, only people who are like do graphic design or whatever. Like I've added more black to these ones. I slid the black. I slid the exposure down on that one. You want other purple? Really? Hello? Hello? Okay, other purples here. Someone said party of one purple. But here's a bunch of other purples. They are not like they are not even sitting at the same table at all. These are just very different purples. These that I'm kind of holding are a little more true purple, more violet, let's say. Dockside Drama is extremely like warm purple, more like a fuchsia almost. I like how bright it is. Yeah. And let's look at Feeling Fiendish, which was Sophia's shade. And Feeling Fiendish was, in accordance with Sophia's palette, much more muted, right? So I know it like looks so different here, but probably when you first pictured like, oh, that looks like Feeling Fiendish, which I did see a lot of comments. No. Feeling Fiendish was even described as a muted something. I don't know if we use the word orchid. I can't remember exactly what type of purple. But it has more gray and also like white pigment technically to mute it out a bit. But they're very different, and I would say they don't really exist in the same universe of intensity. Tones are quite different. Dockside Drama definitely fills a gap. You know it. It fills a gap in the dock. Okay, don't trip. There's a board missing. All right, I saw someone also say, let's compare that to Anti-Hero, which I like the jelly. Because color-wise, yes, that would be the right type of purple, right? So here was Anti-Hero from our 4th anniversary collection, which was, oh my god. That was 3 years ago, because our 7th anniversary is coming up. Like, literally next month. What the hell? What the hell has happened? Okay, that's a whole other conversation. But this is Anti-Hero, which was a jelly formula. Here it is. That's painted over top of white. This is how it actually reads, because that's 3 coats of the jelly with scattered holo in it. But yeah, these would work tonally together. I think when you put it over white, it's not quite the same. But they could work in a Skittle. Seventh? What? Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Okay, so that's crèmes. And I always think that having the same colors in different formulas is a good thing. So if I see someone say like, oh, I don't need that color because it already exists in Anti-Hero, I am just like, what? That's why I might want it. because then you can pair it with different formulas. Having the same color in different formulas, to me, is actually a good thing. Because, like, what if you want to be shiny one day? What if you want a linear hollow? What if you want a metallic? What if you want a glitter in that color? Oh, speaking of glitter, let's see. Is this close? Not exactly. This one's like a little cooler, but that could still work in a Skittle. So I really value same color or like almost the same color in different formulas on purpose, because that gives you flexibility over what type of finish you want, not just the color. And then you can do a Skittle Mani, in theory, like as we continue to build and grow and add to our, you know, nail polishes we sell in different colors and formulas. It's another variable that can change, but the color can stay the same. And there's so much value in that. I love accent nails. Exactly. Accent nails, love a mixed formula Skittle. More polish, the better. Yes. The thing that I am mindful over is not creating a dupe in same color and same formula. But I just want to explain that same color, different formula, that's not, I don't think that's dupe. I think that's maybe, I mean, maybe you are making decisions for yourself and you only care to have one or the other. That's fine. I'm not saying like you're wrong, but just from a fundamental, you know, product selection perspective, it's actually a good thing to sell same color, different formula. Because some people like different formulas, but they want it in that particular color. So got to give people the choice. Some people want sparkle. Some people just want crayons. And doing monochromatic Skittles in different finishes is a very, it's a craft. It's kind of fun to be able to unlock that. And I feel like over the last few years, we're like slowly unlocking that as we fill out even more gaps. It's helping the Skittle creators. Yes, it's actually all part of my Skittle agenda. So that was Dockside Drama, and our purple crayons fills a beautiful gap there in the crayons. Let's go to the teal, the turquoise. Is it David's tea? Oh my god. The tea company is gonna sue me. No, I'm just kidding. Here, let's just isolate on that one. So David's teal is their, they have like an exact Pantone color that we matched with our nail polish. And I would say theirs is, relative to peer pressure, more green and a little bit brighter, like one touch brighter and a couple blips more green. So it's a little more Caribbean waters leaning, like a little more aqua. It is not aqua, but it leans more aqua, and peer pressure is more blue turquoise. Does that make sense? It's more blue, yes. It's definitely darker than David's teal, yes. Almost the same. Okay, so some of you see things so differently. You know what I've also heard this. Some people have the ability to see the finer differences in color in this range differently than others. So I will also remind you that David's teal was a limited edition collab polish. So that's not something that is in our catalog anymore. So having something like peer pressure, I think, was very welcome. But peer pressure and saltwater taffy. So we went on kind of each end. Does that make sense? To be able to keep these around so we can have a turquoise-ish creme in the catalog. Yeah. They look so different to me. Yeah. To me too, but I'm obsessed in color. So I don't know. It's so different. One is definitely darker. Very close to my eyes, but I can see the difference. Yeah, and for anyone who missed out on David's tea, like, I know this isn't their exact color. You won't match their tea wear exactly, but you know, whatever. This is like, it fills that gap. Now, let's look at other greenish turquoises we have in that range, which is honestly not much in the crayons. Like, there's Bring Me the Teal, which is dark, obviously. But I like that in a Skittle because the tone is very similar, right? Because this is bluish leaning, and so is our Bring Me the Teal. I'd say it's like a blue leaning teal. These are green, obviously, not really close. And we'll do the greens next, but I'm just gonna do it beside peer pressure for now. Also, different screen settings make colors look different. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, what else do you want that one compared to? Oh, you know what? Since this is right here, I have the Pop of Holo collection. There it is compared to Splash Zone, which I actually think is a little too green compared to it. I think that would be better if I'm like making a Skittle, but you can make it work. I wonder if hydropower is its good linear sister. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so pure pressure and hydropower, which is the more blue leaning turquoise linear. Those two I love together as a Skittle. You could even do the same nail art I just did where you just swipe one on top of the other if you want the same tone on tone, but you want to like add a linear hollow French tip. Love it. Okay. Skittle lovers are eating. And I feel if we just like went through all of it, like we'd be here forever. Oh. But wait, I can't help myself. What about Waterworks, which I know is from Declassified? It's kind of even bluier, but I think they can work. They could get along. That's from Declassified, so she's not available currently. But let's look with Pixel Perfect. I think Pixel Perfect actually is a really fun Skittle pairing with these. With some of them anyways. Like you could probably go either way with this one, which is kind of versatile, right? You could do 8-bit blues. I think that, yeah, I would do that. And then you can do those two, the greens. Stunning. Sorry, this music is, I'm gonna have to just change. I'm gonna change the music actually, totally. All right. Endless Skittle ideas to pair glitter, linear, or whatever other formula with a creme. Okay, let's keep going down. We gotta stay focused on the coast. We're gonna pair, or we're gonna compare cremes mostly to cremes. So Summer Scandal next, kind of orange, kind of coral. Let's see. Here's all the cremes kind of in that range that currently exist or have been retired. So Oh My Gourd is the very orange one. That's like the Halloween orange, right? That's the Flores Guava, which is deeper. And honestly, on screen, it's reading more orange, and in real life, it's a little bit more pink. So even me looking at my screen, or at least what my screen is showing, they're throwing a bit more orange than my eyeballs in real life. There's One Melon Followers compared to it. So One Melon Followers is a lot lighter. And Rest in Peach isn't really for this comparison, but yeah, I thought that it fills a nice gap kind of in between the Flores Guava. Summer Scandal fills a gap between One Melon Followers and the Flores Guava. Oh My Gourd, it shouldn't really be in there because it's like too saturated orange. Whereas these are a little more... Here, let me just get rid of them so you can see what I mean. I think it's like in the middle of those two. That's a satisfying array of oranges. They are a little less orange in real life. Like they're more like a little bit pink. I don't know what it is. The color's just being... The color be crazy. But maybe that's just my display. Like maybe it actually looks more normal or more pink to you. I don't... Who knows? But it's all about relativity. So now let's go to the mint. Saltwater taffy. So I'd say the quickest one people thought it was Crime and Punishment, which that series, that pastel series, was definitely like a couple bumps more pastel than this new collection, which is more intense, has more colorfulness, like a little more saturated. Compared to Seafoam Home, I also think we did a better job, honestly, at like making the pigments brighter and more fuller coverage. So some things that have improved just from like a production and manufacturing perspective is also the coverage of our crowns, right? Like One Coat Black was always the GOAT, we know that. But Not Milky White was reformulated a couple times. Royalty Blue was actually reformulated. I'm talking like years ago. But this comes with learning, practice, feedback, changing practices, being able to like invest in different practices to improve. So Seafoam Home, I don't think like today looking back, I would like brag about its coverage. You know, it was fine. It was good. It was better than drugstore for sure. But like where we are today, like 5 years later, Seafoam Home was so early. What was that, like 2020? Like it was so long ago. Oh my God. It was like 6 years ago. What is happening? Where we are today with our crèmes is night and day. So even if they were the same color, which I don't think they are, even if they were exactly the same, I would make the argument that we have improved our formula, and I want to be able to offer the best product to you guys. And also Seafoam Home has been retired for like years. So to me, that's not an argument to not release a color. If something has been long gone for a long time, a lot of people don't have it. And it would be nice to offer something somewhere around there, you know? So I think that that's what saltwater taffy, I always want to say toffee, fills. The current gap in the collection. And when I'm strategically thinking about gaps in the collection, I'm thinking about what we currently sell and offer. So if something was limited edition, isn't available anymore, or if something was retired, especially if it was retired like a long time ago and we're developing new stuff, I will not exclude that area of color just because we had something 5 years ago. Like, that's not fair. Like, now, at the same time, I still am mindful of like not making the exact same color. That's why this isn't the same. And also this is more vibrant and it's better suited for this release. But yeah, lots of considerations. It's like a more saturated Seafoam Home, yeah, and more pigmented, more coverage. Improved formula and retired/limited edition dupes are valid. But even then, I don't want to make dupes. And I've never made it, in my opinion, a dupe. We only make dupes when we restock something. Then we literally have to dupe ourselves. That's how you do restock, eh? You literally just have to like recreate. You take the recipe and to the best of your efforts, the pigments that are available that time around, which might change. It's more noticeable in like a specialty polish than a creme. But you literally just take your reference, the approved sample, the last round, whatever, and then you have to dupe yourself. So then we dupe ourselves all the time, actually, technically, anytime we make a new batch. That's the only duping I do. Excited for my order to come on Monday. Also sent some Simply Maple breakfast to Jessica Schmeska in the US so she can enjoy it. Don't tell us, the government is watching. I hope you enjoy the tea. Simply really makes sure the color story makes sense. That's another great point. Thank you, because that didn't come to my mind, but that is also valid and true, that myself and the Holo Taco team, when we're releasing a collection, not only do we have to think about all the things I just said, about the past, the comparisons, blah, 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 but you can't do that and only consider that and then come out with a cohesive collection. Like, what? No. You have to also lead with this. Like, this is a cohesive collection. They work well together. You can pair any two together like this, any three, whatever. Any Skittle works. The intensity is on par with each other. You've got some lightness, some darkness. You've got a good range of shades, and you've got something that communicates the theme or the vibe that we were going for. So that's also important and creates just like another puzzle piece. My camera just died. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're back. Sorry, the camera fell in the water. All right, let's keep comparing. Let's do the pinks, and for that one, I'll pull out Icon on Board. But let's do the crèmes first. We don't really have many pink crèmes. I mean, sorry, that's a wrong statement. Like, these are the pinkish crèmes we have. Like, we do have a lot of pastel and neutrally pinks, I guess. Very, like, Beauty Guru lipstick pinks. High Tea Hibiscus is kind of pink, but, like, not really. And then I'd say the Floors Guava is probably the closest, but it is obviously more guava than Boardwalk Behavior. And if I pull out Icon on Board, so that was from the 6th anniversary Bon Voyage collection. She's no longer with us, but Icon on Board is a Crelly formula, so translucent-ish, not jelly, more Crelly, so a little bit cloudier than like a true jelly. But here's the tone, and I'm gonna put my hand kind of under it, but the tone of Icon on Board changes depending on the color of your natural nail, right? And the skin tone underneath your nail, assuming you are human. So to me, this type of formula is just like these are not the same. Even if the colors, I mean, I don't even think the color is the same. I think the color of Icon on Board is cooler. It's more of a cooler tone, pink. But it's a Crelly, so it's gonna look squishy, and it's not full coverage. That's the opposite of the definition. And I would say Boardwalk Behavior is a little warmer. So if you found some of our pinks a little on the cool side, I think having Boardwalk Behavior now on deck with us, not limited edition, is like a really good gap that we were missing. Is a warm toned ish, slightly warm, not full warm. It's not orange, but like bold and bright, like a bright pink, like pink. We need a Crelly collection called Not Jelly, More Crelly. Okay. Okay, now let's do Serving Sherbet, which I guess we could look at peaches. Let's look at some peach. That's bingo? Uh-oh, what are you guys playing? All right, so there's Serving Sherbet beside One Melon Followers, which is definitely more cantaloupe-y orangey. Rest in Peach, which is much orangier. That's Butter Me Up, and I don't know why I have Ivory Tower out, but yeah, Serving Sherbet is definitely more pink toned than any of our more peachy or orangey options. So I don't really see any that's the same undertone ish, you know what I mean? Like if I lean it a little bit so I'm getting the glare of the light away, I think you can more clearly see what I mean, like the undertone. Low-key blushing, Well, that's also wildly different, but let's pull them. So low-key blushing and I'll pull out nip in the bud are way more like neutral. Low-key blushing looks literally brown compared to serving sherbet, but they're a little bit darker. It's like they've taken the like exposure and then like I brought them down, and then I also brought the vibrance down, so like there's less like color, a little darker. Yeah, nip, that's nip in the bud, which is like looks almost cool tone mauve compared to serving sherbet. Yeah, color theory is wild. It's all about comparisons. So when you hold something up to just one thing, you're gonna be like, what? But if you hold it up to like 7 different things, it's just gonna give you a different experience. Colors changing right in front of our eyes, right? It's all relativity. It's like sometimes I'll see content about how to make your eye color pop, right? How come hazel eyes look totally green if you put on purple or red eyeshadow, but if you just put on like brown or gold eyeshadow, they just kind of pull brown. It's because of the contrast and like the relativity of the colors around it that trick you into thinking like, oh, your eyes are leaning more this color, right? It's just something compared to something else. Different perspectives, basically. Your eyeball's not at your eyeball. Your eye color's not actually changing color, right? All right, let's do the worst seller, creamsicle ghost. Why did you do this to the yellow? Didn't have to be this way. Not this time. Okay, we're gonna do 2 rounds because I have some on different sections of the stick. But here is creamsicle coast compared to butterscotch hop, which was darker and more intense, a little more craft dinner vibes and less bleached. Craft dinner, Canadians know. I guess that's mac and cheese in American. But creamsicle coast is more bleached, which hopefully helps people like it better. And then these are our yellows. That's banana hacks, RIP, and banana medicine, which is a little bit of a bleached yellow. The camera's like going insane right now. I feel like it needs to be further away and more grounded. Wow. Okay, there. You know what? Okay, there. Yeah. Maybe it's like too close with the yellows being so light. I would eat them both. Perfect. I think this might be my favorite yellow. It might be the favorite yellow that people have, but still the worst selling of this collection. Like, that's possible. And then what else do we have? We have... Where's Butter Me Up? Okay, here's Butter Me Up, which is also like a pale yellow that I thought people would like. Like, butter yellow is apparently trending in some Pilates circles or whatever. So, I mean, creamsicle coast is more colorful because the palette. This is way more pastel, but it's still, I think butter me up is pretty for a yellow, you know? Like, I get why people aren't into like banana hacks yellow. Like, I get it. Put a banana in your ear. Okay. Let's do Midnight Marina. So I'll pull, here's I'm Live, which was Julian's shade. That's that's like Twitch purple, which is purple, but just for relativity. There's Resting Witch Face. So compared to these violet blue leaning sort of purples, like Midnight Marina is like blue, like it looks just blue. But now let's go to our blues. And see, it quite nicely fills a gap. It's giving that bleached, sun-kissed, like blue, But compared to these truer blues, yeah, it reads more indigo. So it's kind of in the middle, but it's obviously nothing like Shady Navy or Royalty Blue, which are just very dark blues. Cold Slate is much more muted. It looks gray compared to Midnight Marina. Midnight Marina still got like a nice punch of color. It's clearly like a color and not just mutey or bleachy. Can we see it with I'm Live? I just did that. Rewind by like 10 seconds. I'm looking forward to using Summer Scandal and a Shrimp Manny. That one and Serving Sherbet are together the unofficial shrimp colors. Now I see the indigo. Yes, now you see that it's slightly indigo leaning when I'm comparing it to just very true, like objectively blue blues. Slightly sun-bleached is a good way to put it. Yeah, I thought so too. All right, shall we do some live combos? It's already almost 2. Oh my god, we spent like 8 million years doing... I don't even know. I thought this would... I was like, oh, it's not a live launch stream, so I have way more time, you know? Because I don't have to... We're not waiting on the collection to go live and everyone already knows the deal, blah, blah, blah. But like all of a sudden it's been almost 3 hours already. We haven't even done combos. I'm sorry. We're just spending all day on the beach. We're just having a beach day. Okay, combos. What if you're like, but Simply, I hate crèmes. Crèmes are so boring and you taught me that. I know. I did. I am guilty. Throw me in jail. Throw me off the pier. But hear me out. Crèmes are the perfect canvas to put a topper on, okay? And that way you can customize exactly what you want and give it the flair that you want, which is why Holo Taco exists, basically. So you can customize your mani to make them sparkle, shine, or whatever in the way you want. And that includes having a good foundation. Like you need a foundation for your house, foundation for your life, and blah, 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 okay? Crèmes are our foundations that we put toppers on. So if you think crèmes are boring because they're just straight up one color with no dimension, then yeah, just add a Holo Taco. So this was just me. I just ignore that. I wrote mini production when I was just like approving the production batch, but then I just turned it into a experimental wheel. So here's just a bunch of random toppers when I was just figuring out what to put on when I filmed each shade. When I was swatching, I added a different topper to each one. But I want to do them live too to make them more interesting. But if they already exist on this wheel, then I'll pull it out and tell you what that is. So let's do this, okay? I've got three wheels ready and waiting to be topped with a topper. We've got the crèmes pre-painted, no glossy taco, and we're gonna top them. Oh, Beyynnn! How are you doing? Yeah? Did you just wake up? Yes.
I went out looking for a cheese scone, but I couldn't find cheese.
Oh no. Or wait, here, I'll give you this cup. Wait, no, I want this cup. Uh-oh. I'm gonna spill. Yeah. I can't have a strawberry cup. This doesn't match the vibes.
Thought it felt a little...
Can you... No, it's fine. Don't do it on this. Not on my tote bag.
See, it worked.
Okay, thank you. All right, phew, I have it in my mouth. Thank you, Ben, for the tea. I needed that second cup of tea. Actually, this is my third cup of tea already. He's not even matching the vibes. Pure boardwalk behavior. I know. So much dockside drama. The summer scandal it would be had I kept drinking out of that strawberry mug. Absolutely not. That's like for cottagecore. We're not at the cottage. We're on the coast with the crèmes. I can't wait to try these under cracked taco. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like what? What? All right. Let's start with the blue wheel because this has the bestseller on it. How about that? The blue and green wheel. Go. What am I putting? I will start with saltwater taffy. Blue fizz taco? That would be fun, actually. Don't worry, I got crackle. I have both the exact same mugs, and I got the strawberry mug. Yeah. Do you theme them too with like the mood you're feeling or the season? Everything taco, lunar unicorn skin on everything, I think. Everything taco. Okay, you only get 6. Purple flake taco? Oh, I like that one. I like purple flake. You're thinking. Ooh. And let's do blue fizz. Okay. All right. We'll be able to do other toppers on the other ones. But here, let me open these up. Need a unique shimmer. Yeah, I'm gonna do halogen glow, so we have at least one shimmy. All right, let's start with blue fizz taco. So here's blue fizz taco from the pop art collection, or the Pop of Hollows collection. And I think this would be fun on any of these because they're all kind of like similar vibes. Now I would probably use a toothpick to like place them where I want, but I'm just gonna dump a bunch on there in a not thought out placement way just to get them on there. Like that's fun. That's kind of like, it looks like a piece of gum, you know, with little bits in it. Let's do halogen glow. I really like these iridescent shimmers are honestly one of the things I personally find myself using so much when I'm just like, just give me a little bit of something. You know, I love the way they shine, and from far away they kind of look chromy, not in direct like spotlighting, but when you're in the shade, it kind of looks like when you see those pictures of people who've got like gel nails and they do like a buffed in chrome coat. Or like a little bit of that iridescent shimmer chromy look. That's how the shimmers read to me. They're the closest thing to that effect, but regular nail polish that you can just slap on. So this was halogen glow, which is like the most neutral of them. Now let's do purple flake taco from Holo Royalty. I think we still have some of these. We've sold out now of No Apologies and Sprouted Control, right? Those are the two that are gone from the Holo Royalty Garden Variety collection that was launched this year. But I'm pretty sure these are gonna go next. I think Purple Flake was next to go. But yeah, they've been out since April, so anything that we do have left over, we're probably just gonna take off and save them for the vault at this point. Not like today, but I don't know if we'll do that in advance of our anniversary collection. I'm not sure, but because they've been around for so long, we'll probably just save them for the vault. This is purple flake taco. That's fun. That's just like, it's different. It's kind of giving like mint chip, but like purple, purple mint chip. Everything taco. So that I did on my full hand. in the Holo Taco YouTube video for this collection. But I think everything taco on any of these crèmes is like just a really safe bet, you know? A safe, not sure bet. Lunar Unicorn Skin is also the GOAT. Like, put this over literally anything, and I love what it does. It's just very glowy. Crackle nail polish. You guys are crazy. I think this bottle's like, this bottle's from launch for sure, so it's very old. So I don't know if it is gonna crackle, because they kind of have a shelf life. But let's find out. It's cracking. Okay, it works. Okay, that's kind of crazy. This is the dark side of the boardwalk. This is after you push someone off the pier. After watching today, I caved and bought the whole collection. I can't wait to do a Skittle with everything taco on top. There you go, the Manny Banshee. Thank you. I'm glad you love it. And you're going to get the tote bag. Push me off. Crocodile skin. Yes, Melanie. Yeah. In a kind of interesting way, the crackle kind of looks like the boardwalk. Like the crackle is the boardwalk, but it's black. It's the dark side of the boardwalk. It looks, it's the boardwalk during a rave. Oh my god, this is actually, yes. All these colors under cracked taco shell is your rave Manny. Maybe I should do that next weekend. Simply, I bought the bundle and got the tote. Yay! Yay, BB no money girl. And I also feel no guilt whatsoever as I respectfully ask you yet again for a BB no money. I just like, why did I have to say, every time I say your name, that's already giving the request for a BB no money. Just by virtue of you having that name. All right, your request has been filed. That's it. It's in the file. Nothing is being done about it, but I'm on the beach. Okay, what do I put on Midnight Marina? Go. I'm gonna save like everything taco and lunar and crackle around because I feel like those are good ones to go on another shade, but I'm gonna put the others away or else my desk will be packed. Sonic. So sad about Sonic. Scorched Earth. In a flurry? Oh. Okay. No apologies? Okay, we're thinking, we're crazy. Freezer burn? Yes. Yes. Okay. That is ooh, stars. Okay, that's 6. We got it. Okay, everyone, why did no one yell at me yet to sit up straight with a straight back? I'm disappointed, chat. Did you not listen to my doctor's orders? You're supposed to tell me. In case you missed it, my back literally died from Polish Mountain. It totally seized up. I had to see a registered massage therapist. I'm not kidding. And I was like, oh my God, I pulled a muscle. Like, this was days after. I've told this story to chatters who were on gaming stream, but since there's more people here, now I'll tell it briefly again. I'll tell it briefly as I paint. Here's Sonic. A few days after I did the 9-hour live stream of going to Polish Mountain, the left side of my back totally seized up. It felt like way deep in the muscle, as if like someone ripped into or under my shoulder blade and then pulled on the muscle. Like I couldn't really move it at all or like turn sideways without it hurting. So I had to see an emergency RMT, and they were like, okay, this isn't a pulled muscle per se, it's postural. I think this is long term and it seems to have been developing over some time. And I was like, oh, weird. And then she's like, are you right-handed? I'm like, yes. She's like, what do you do consistently where you're leaning forward or over on your left side? And I go, oh, painting? Because she's like, it's a postural imbalance. It's not just being hunched over like everyone on their desk. It's specific to left elbow up, right arm up, and caving in on the left side and back on the right side. And that is specific to painting nails or nail wheels. It is not just about, oh, I'm hunched at my desk. That's not it. It's unevenly. And then I did not tell her what I did on the weekend. I was like, oh, I just do a lot of painting. So anyways, I can't do this because I will fuck it up again. So now I got to sit like this. Just make sure that I am equally hunched over. Okay, I can be hunched over. It just has to be equal. The massage therapist knew her stuff. Yeah, she's really good. I already booked another appointment. It's like, please give me therapy. Do you do mental therapy too? I need it after that 9-hour stream. Okay, this is stunning. In a flurry over top of Midnight Marina. One coat, done. Ooh, beautiful. Ooh, icy. Now the marina's on the lake. In the ice. Well, the marina's closed during the winter, so. Yeah, posture check. Thank you, Zilly Munchkin. So yell at me if you see me doing this. Like if I'm hunched over on one side. Not if I'm just like obviously I need to hunch over. Okay. But I need to go like this with one arm. Or one shoulder. I think I want to buy those like fucking back braces. Like, I don't think I actually need one. And she didn't say you need to wear this. But I kind of want to do it just for the jokes for me. Buy it on Amazon or something. Okay, this is no apologies. No apologies. I'm glad I went to Polish Mountain, even though I literally ended up with a broke back mountain. That's pretty. And a way to make it more periwinkle, right? Because the undertone of it is way more like blue leaning than the polished straight up. But it's good if you're lazy and you just want to do one coat of Midnight Marina and then one coat of No Apologies. All right, here's Freezer Burn. This is going to be stunning. Freezer Burn over any of these. Same with Scorched Earth. Those two are just beautiful. I don't know what happened to Sonic. No one loves her the same. But that is... Even I, the creator of Sonic Unicorn Skin and wished for it to succeed. Like, I still objectively think Freezer Burn just, like, looks better. Even though they're literally the same color of iridescent pigment. But when they're finely ground unicorn, like our shimmers, versus the flake just, like, isn't as impressive when it's blue. I don't know why. Like, it doesn't even make sense because it's very beautiful when it's tiny like this. Anyways, yeah. All right, here's Shooting Star Taco. That's perfect for like the Midnight Marina vibes. No, I'm not going to do the whole toothpick situation. So we're just going to get what we can. Bloop. Actually, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good first pass. But, like, that's fun. And you know what? I'm doing lunar again because I want to show you how Lunar hits on a contrasting base color. Because Lunar in the bottle just looks like yellow, and you're probably like, ew, it's yellow. It's fucking beautiful. This is what happens if you misjudge a yellow iridescent polish. Because, bitch, like, Elsa is freaking out. Lunar over top of blues, or just like anything really that's slightly contrasted, is just like ethereal. It's very stunning. That's the only yellow that sells, honestly. It's deceptive in the bottle because it just like it reads so different. All right, let's go onto peer pressure. What shall I put on peer pressure? Don't just say the same things we just did on Midnight Marina. We're gonna kind of restock those back on my shelves. I know I skipped Scorched Earth, so I'll keep that around. Sorry, my bad. But I'm gonna put the others kind of back. Boom Toasted. Scorched Earth will do. Yep. Red Flake. That's fucking weird. But okay. A glitter. Let's do a glitter. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who said solo mission? Beyynnn. Made me ink? Okay, I like that. All right, we got him. Why are we banning Ben? What did Ben say? Nothing. He's not here. We're just banning him. Oh, because it's a stop. Okay, sorry. I was like, Ben? Is Ben alive on the couch somewhere? I hear him walking. No, Ben, it's okay. Go, you can lie down. I don't need anything. I've got tea, I'm good. Okay, Scorched Earth, 100%. I will do this. Like, I want this on this nail. Scorched Earth is that bitch. She's probably my favorite shimmer. Don't tell the others. Just like Lunar's my favorite unicorn skin. Don't tell the others. And putting it over a turquoise. Oh, like, oh, girl. I feel like a beauty guru. But the reddish orange lean on top of an opposing opposite color, like a turquoise, is just simply stunning. Like, gives you that like cherry spritz almost. Very pretty. Okay, now let's do something that might be, was a weird one, chat. Red Flake Taco? Like, what is this? This is death on the pier for sure. This is like my ketchup chip bag broke. This is the bottom of the bag. Actually, okay, why is it pretty? It's like little bits of sunburn. It's a shark attack? No, who said that? No. Okay, we need to recover. We need to recover from this. This is Boom Toasted, which is a, you know, we sold it as a full coverage. That's from the camping collection, but it's like a golden, white gold, iridescent shimmer. It's stunning. And I've seen people use it as toppers because it's much more pigmented. Like, it has more to it than our traditional shimmers. Oh, that's pretty. This is Sun-Kissed. So you could put this one, but this is boom toasted again, not really sold as a topper, but like whatever, you could pull it off. It's just a very thick topper. But just one coat of boom toasted over top of this whole collection, and it's sun-kissed glow. Like you're wearing the suntan lotion that has like the sparkle in it. Like, and it's too much. Like you're the girlie on the beach who's wearing too much shimmer. Like, is there even sunblock in that? But it's very beautiful. Okay, this is another weird one, but it could be fun. Made Me Ink, right? Jelly flake polish, and kind of fitting to go off the deep end with the Coastal Crèmes. I see where your head is at, chat. And because it's a jelly, we're changing the tone. Okay, that's fun. So it's not quite purple. Like this reads more like purple indigo on the nail, right? If I take that away, like it's now blue. It's blue with a greenish tealy mermaid flake. That's fun. So much, like in almost infinite. I need Ben's brother Matt to calculate number of possibilities to do the off the deep end collection flakes over top of these crowns, but it's giving like off the deep end coastal aquarium. Very interesting. Posture check. Fuck. You're right. I was leaning on my left side. No. Okay. Yes, chat. 8-bit blues. I'm doing a glitter over top. Had to see it. Had to see what it looks like. And here's a hack. If you are impatient, be more patient. No, I'm just kidding. If you're impatient, just do a creme, a complementary color creme, and then one coat of glitter if you don't want to build up the glitter. Or if you don't like removing glitter nail polish and you don't want to use Peely Base for some reason, which I love Peely Base. She's the goat. This is easier to remove because you've given it a more substantial base of like pigments that will help effectively like remove the nail polish with acetone or a nail polish remover in the traditional way. And because you only have one layer of glitter. So if you put 3 layers of glitter over top, like I don't know if it'll help that much. But if you just have 1 layer of glitter over a creme, it actually is like a little bit easier to remove than 3 layers of glitter. So just putting that out there. That is stunning, beautiful, and the jelly base of this one is quite close, so it doesn't really change the color. It's just adding the glitter in the same color. So that's fun. And I'm gonna do Lunar Unicorn skin on everything because it must be done. Oh, beautiful. Even better in the shade. I feel like my lights kind of do a disservice sometimes because they're like spotlights. All right. And that's our blue and green combo wheel. Like, beautiful. Ooh, everything is just giving me like lakes, coastals, mint chips, a little crackle combo, a little unhinged boardwalk there. But like so much like ethereal options, a little more whimsical, a little more mermaid. And you can lean it more purple or blue depending what you put over it. So that's one way to like tweak a color is with a topper. But let's go to the pink and purple wheel next. All right. Serving sherbet. What do we coat her with? If you don't like it, because like you didn't pick her in the poll, how would you make her prettier? Let's see. I'm going to keep a couple around of my own that I think will help. But how do we sass her up? Be creative. Solo mission fired. Get out of here. Solar. Yeah. Disco Inferno. You want to light it on fire, I see. Milky White Shimmer? Okay, this kind of goes with like ice cream, so maybe. Bite My Peach. Finally, a good idea. Okay, I have 6 in front of me already. How did this happen? There's not enough wheels. It's also already 2 p.m. What the hell? I'm so hungry. I feel like I need to be served again, like Polish Mountain. No, I'm just kidding. I won't eat with one hand like a savage animal again. Everyone made fun of me. I've gotten really good at eating and peeing with one hand because of like my nail painting adventures. Like it's another one of my talents. Okay, serving sherbet. Let's make her pretty. Ready? Bite My Peach. For sure. Yeah. Throw this glitter on. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, she's glitzed up at the beach. Now, the base color of this is a little peachier, a little orangier, so it is reading a little bit more orange. It did change the color of the base a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna try something. Sorry, you're gonna lose a soldier over here. This is Control Cutie. Another glitter from the Pixel Perfect collection, but it's more pink than peach. I just want to experiment. What if you put this over? Do we preserve the color a little bit? Okay, see, that one is now leaning slightly pinker, so maybe you can choose. Right? If you want to go more orange, or you go more pink. It's for science. Okay. Now, also for science, Disco Inferno. Who said this? Wow, we completely lose the sherbet. We've got the sherbet's on fire. Quick, our ice cream truck is burning. All right, let's do this. Another unhinged one. Milky White Shimmer. You know what? Like, I actually hear you, the chatter who suggested this. Because sherbet, what if it was like a sherbet swirl? Like, have you seen those Ninja slushy makers where there's like 2 different sides and you can like spin them together? Like a twist cone, but slushy. Sorry, my brain has been slushy ever since we got a slushy machine. Also, my brain is literally a slushy. But like a swirl, a sherbet swirl, like these 2 colors, I kind of don't hate where your head is at, you know? But let's see what happens. We're gonna milkify it. Okay, see? Like, some chatters have a brain. I kind of like it. It's a little more ice cream. Because it's giving that just like a little bit of sparkle. I feel like even 2 coats I would do. Peach milk. It is cute with it. It's clean girl aesthetic. Let's not get it twisted. This is for Hailey Bieber. We're actually investigating for Hailey Bieber. Or traditional wedding girlies. Glazed donut? Okay, that's a better suggestion. Oh, did you even mean glazed over? My head just like thought you were requesting this, but whatever, I'm doing it now. This is glazed over, which is very iridescent, but similar to Milky White Shimmer. It's like subtle. Again, not formulated as a topper, more as a full coverage, like you build it up, but but it is clean girly, but it's got that more warm iridescence to it. So it's going to shift from like, it's like in the warm unicorn range, right? So you've got a little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow. I think it's a little bit prettier because it's like shinier. It's a peach glazed donut. Yeah. Very wedded bliss. Very, I hope you're happy together. Okay. Let's do solar unicorn skin, and that'll be our last one here on serving sherbet. So that's like the orange unicorn skin. It does kind of, you lose it a little bit because the color of the unicorn skin is very similar to the color of the base, but it's kind of a nice, cute seashell beach. The beach is glistening vibes. A lot of good neutral options or a way to sass it up. Neutral, sass, or light it on fire. Your pick. Next up, let's do boardwalk behavior. So what would you like to see on her? On the pink. Gold scattered. Black flake. Unicorn number 1. Or wait, we should save that for dockside because that's the fun. Oops. Crackle? Yeah, we should do crackle. I agree. And how about some disco dust just to change things up? Okay, I've got 6. Let's open them up. Why did I pull this one off? I don't know. Okay. Let's try disco dust, which again, you kind of need like the iPhone direct flash or, you know, high beams at night to like really unlock the power of a reflective topper. But I feel like she'd be a kind of crazy party. Little party animal. That's some diva behavior. She's a diva. she's too baddie. Yeah, this would be like you're glittering at night on the pink. All right, let's do black flake taco. This is the party side. These girlies are going to the rave, the boat cruise rave. Okay, that's badass, and so would cracked taco shell. That's very like Avril Lavigne. Let's do something a little prettier, a little more demure. So this is gold scattered Holo Taco. That's from the advent calendar. That's why she's in a little mini bottle. So much more subtle. And you can kind of tell that it's gold. Yeah, actually that kind of works with like the warmer pink. I like that. Let's do unicorn number 1 since we're here. So unicorn number 1 restocked thanks to Holo Royalty. Not designed as a topper. It's meant to be like built up and worn alone, but it looks sick if you just put one coat over like different colors. I personally think wearing it over a royal blue or a magenta purple looks stunning, but it also looks really good over hot pink. Wow. Okay, that's nice. Posture check. Wow, I'm literally doomed, eh? Okay, I'm gonna put lunar because it's my house, my rules. Lunar, you lunar on everything. Oh, I love her. Okay, you get one more. I'm picking for you. Picnic Party Taco. I picked for you. Picnic Party Taco, which I kind of like because there's a pink that is similar. So it'll kind of get hidden, but the other colors will come out to play. Again, I'm just kind of glopping this on because I can't be bothered to do toothpicking right now. But that's a fun polka dotty. Polka dot pink. Okay. All right. Next, let's do Dockside Drama. I'm going to do a quick pee out the tea because we've been here for 3 hours already. And I'll BRB. So just let me know what ad you get and I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm back. Simply's back. Okay. So toxic over top of Dockside Drama. Oh my god. No. There's some rules you've been breaking. Trick or treat? Oh, trick or trash, you mean. But yes, I like that one. That has a dark jelly base. Polar Princess, yes. beautiful. A gold? Oh, what if we put coin? Put coin toss. I'm putting coin toss. Wreath Havoc? Wreath Havoc Taco. Yes, I like that. One coat black? Okay. Okay, that's 6. That was your 6th one. You chose, not me. Okay, I gotta start clearing my desk off. This is getting unhinged. All right, one coat black. This is actually my favorite topper. Highly recommend one coat black as a topper. Okay, how about Wreath Havoc Taco? This was limited edition from the Advent calendar. In a little mini baby. And this is a multi-chrome foil flake that shifts between like a tealy green and a purple. So on its main angle, it looks green. But then at the angle, it's going to go purple, which I think is really fun to put on top of a purple or a green. So that's a fun one. Let's try coin toss, which is a nice white gold glitter. So it's kind of like a neutral sand glitter. It's like sand on the dock. Ooh, that's fun. She's fancy now. Polar Princess. Oh, this is a killer. This is a winner for sure. Polar Princess is like the pink leaning iridescent shimmer. Like gonna win, of course, over top of especially a pinky purple. That's beautiful. Silly Munchkins asked for So Toxic. Our green Corelli from the Halloween collection. What? Candy apple? Like, yeah. Okay. All right. It's like when nasty things wash up on the shore, you know? And then you're like, oh, we need help with the seaweed or whatever. Trick or trash, why not? So that was from the Halloween collection. This is a multi-chrome, like, or different colored flakes. Sorry, it's a multicolored foil flake in a black jelly base. So this is gonna make it darker. Okay, that's kind of cool. Ooh, mystery. That's, ooh, dramatic. Dockside dramatic. All right. And there is our pinks and purples wheel. I don't think we made the best choices on Dockside drama. Unfortunately, yeah, the drama arrived. Like, she went too hard. Because I don't know if there was a good takeaways from that. We're going to vote her off the island. Y'all are wasted. Because we just wasted those swatches. All right, let's go to the worst selling wheel. Actually, no, it's not. These would have been the worst selling, but the almost worst selling wheel. Go ahead. Let's do Summer Scandal first. We'll save the yellow for last. See if we can save her. So what goes on the orangish one? Unicorn number 1. Fallen Flake. Big Reef Energy. Boom Toasted. Okay, actually, yeah. No, yeah. We need good ones. That one will look good. No more weird ones. Y'all are weird. Okay, Boom Toasted. This will look good. I'm sitting up, I swear. Yeah, that's hot. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Big Reef Energy. The reddish jelly. Ooh, so she's getting redder. She's cooking. She's cooking. She's shrimp. She's Cajun shrimp. From the off the deep end, the shrimp has arrived to the coast. Fallen Flake Taco. Okay. It's more of like a dark multi-chrome as opposed to like bright and vibrant, but let's see. Because it's in the right color palette-ish. Yeah, it's like little bits of fire embers. It's like, oh, we had a little campfire. Unicorn number 1. Ooh, let's see her over a sort of orangey. Oh, that's pretty. That's very sunset. Wow. Wait, I want to compare. That was it over the pink. Do you see how much of a difference, like, just choosing the base color makes under Unicorn number 1? Remember, this was Boardwalk Behavior pink versus orange. Like, they're both stunning, but it's really just what undertone pulls you more. If you like cool tones, then this will look better because you're adding purple to pink. If you like warm tone, this is actually a way to bring some of the purple jelly, which is technically cool, of Unicorn number 1, but it's a little more warmer sunset. Okay, I'm doing crackle because I need to see it. Okay, ready? Oh, I might have done it too thick. Wait. Fuck, that was one coat black. I pranked myself. No. No. Throw me off. Throw me off the pier. Fuck. No. I didn't look at the bottom. It was just open. I'm tearing up with laughter. No. I'm so dumb. Okay, we lost one. Okay, lunar unicorn skin will make everything better. Wow. Okay, moving on to Creamsicle Coast. Worst seller. What do we want? Worth the $5? $5. Oh, because you're in the Menchie Gang. Oh no, this was free. We're not. It's not even Sunday. Menchie Gang is tomorrow. Okay, what goes on over yellow? Don't say one coat black. I put it away, right? Jesus Christ. Crashing out? I am. Okay, crashing out. Maybe we actually put crackle. I'm putting lunar. Too bad. Scorched earth. I like that. I'm trying to think of what would be pretty. not just ugly. Don't just be ugly. Who said sparkly shit? Maybe we do. Just one ugly. Just one. Okay, we get one more. What'll it be? What goes good on a creamsicle? We need to make it frosty, like icy. Honestly, like... I think I'm gonna go with glazed over. Yeah. I think that'll read nice actually because it's a warm tone iridescent pigment, but it has white base, so it's different than scorched earth. Okay, let's see. Ready? Can we make Creamsicle Coast even better? Oh my god. Did I get on my shirt? I dented the one coat black. Okay, I think it was the desk. Oh my god, we almost died. This is a dangerous stream so far. Guys, I'm crashing out. I'm putting a bluish jelly over top of a yellow. What? And also my posture check. Yes, posture. Oh my god, what have we done? What have we done? Is this the ugliest combo that I have ever seen in my life? We made it white. We made it gray. Oh my god, this has happened before. We've removed the color. Huh? Qu'est-ce que fuck? Oh my god. Oh no. It's worse. I can't. How did we make it worse? We're crashing out over here for real. We just murdered that creamsicle. No more fun in the sun. Okay, cracked taco shell. Is it cracked? Yes, it's cracking. Phew, thank god it's not one color black. Oh my god. Okay, this one will be fun. Yeah. That's like the sun behind the clouds aren't black, but you know. Okay. That's pretty sick. That's a fun like ray of sunshine, Manny. A silhouette on top of the sun. Okay, lunar unicorn scan because I said so. Beautiful sunshine. Ooh, that's a nice, like, that is giving creamsicle. Oh. Scorched earth. I say we do it. Let's just scorch this earth and start over. Okay, in real life, it looks better. Right now, it's just like too bright. The camera is really being attacked with the yellow tone for some reason. But it looks beautiful and more creamsicle-y in real life. So I like it. But let's try glazed over, which is going to give it more like whitishness. Maybe even make it a little lighter. Ooh, yeah. Actually, that is kind of even more classic creamsicle, right? Ooh, that's really pretty. I like it. That's glazed over. Remember that. That's from Declassified 002. People slept on her for real, and now you hate yourself. Posture. I know. Okay. Last one up is what happens when sparkly shit lands on the coast. You gotta send a cleanup crew. Okay, which one is uglier, sparkly shit or crashing out? Honestly, the crashing out is uglier. Like, sparkly shit actually looks fine. It's terrible. I don't know. I think this is more terrible. I actually kind of like it. You would. Chat would. Okay, there's our summary wheel. Somehow we got 2 one-coat blacks on the other wheel. I need to close all the bottles or they will be knocked over. I don't know which one is worse. I'm scared. Yeah. You guys did this. Well, actually, I'm partly responsible. I share in responsibility. We're co-defendants in this crime. Seagull poop, when it hits the boardwalk, cannot be washed off. All right, give me bingo. Because I'm actually starving. I might have to save the detective's deck because I don't want to whiz through it in 2 seconds. So I might save it. But I will do bingo because that'll take 2 seconds. All right, let's bingo. I put a link in the chat. Thank you to our lovely community members and mods on Discord who contribute to all the bingos we play. But they build these out for launch streams. So even though this was like a post-launch low-key stream, whatever, yeah, thank you guys. It's kind of fun. So let's see if I got bingo. Featured guest still in stock. So that's a bingo, right? Or not a bingo, a yes. Mini umbrellas. Well, there was here in the picture. Does that count? Simply themed outfit. Okay, that should be the middle square. Tech difficulty. Is my battery running out of technical difficulty, or does that just bound to happen every 3 hours and you know this? Yeah, I'm gonna save the detective deck for next time we're together. Honestly, I'm starving. And I don't want to rush through it on you guys, so I'd rather save it for when I'm not gonna fall off a cliff. I need to eat. Saltwater taffy bestseller. Bingo! Oh my god, I win. Amazing. Cat appearance? No. SWT, not alliteration. Saltwater taffy was the only one. It was the perfect name and I couldn't find a more perfect alliteration. And the alliterations of the other names just happened. Like, I wasn't even trying to make them alliterations. Ben Farrell chats. Did he feral or did he just chat? Debatable. Chat begs for tote. People didn't beg me for the tote. Did they? Did I miss it? I don't think so. I think most of you are pretty calm, cool, collected. You know, you either got it because you wanted the set or you were like, that's okay. Someone asks if launch is limited edition. Probably, but I probably missed it. But it's not limited edition. There was begging? There was? Oh, I didn't see that much of it. Some people chatted. We do. Now I'm begging. Oh. I want to see what people say who receive it, and I have to allow the sales of the collection to continue until either the tote runs out or end of day Monday. And that's going to be like our assessment period. If we have extras, enough extras to sell, then maybe we do, but down the line. Or if we don't have enough, but we want to be able to sell it later, then we need to go back to the manufacturer and see. But then we have to forecast and even decide how much would we sell it for. Because like right now, there is no retail cost because it doesn't exist as something to sell. Hey, how much would you buy it for? Go. Don't say $1. But like, No, honestly, just like if you're just like, yeah, I would reasonably pay this much for it. Thank you for the stream today. It was a rough week for me dealing with some family stuff. I'm sorry to hear that. The stream today helped keep my mind off things. Lots of combos to keep your mind off of things. Infinite amounts. Okay, let's see. Depends how thick it is. I can't tell yet. Well, I showed you. $20, $15, $10 to $15, $15 to $20, $25, $20, $18, $15 to $20. I actually don't even know what it should be. Like, I didn't even bother doing the, like, we'll do market research of, like, comparables and stuff, too, just to, like, see what's on the market, to have some frame of reference for what a consumer would expect. But, like, that, we were never gonna sell it for this. It was always free. So for us, it was just the justification of making it free, needing the customer to purchase the full set and spend that $94 that... For us, that's enough to give it to you for free and us like not lose infinite monies, you know? It's like reasonable from a business perspective. A reward? I don't think so. I feel like that's another form of giving it away. I know it's not, because it's technically points you earn through purchasing, but I feel like the points would probably need to be too high. I don't know. There'd be like, I need to do math. Double what it costs to make. So a lot of people think that margins are just dictated by like how much it costs to make the nail polish or whatever. But what you need to factor into that is resource and time investment. And that's not as easy to calculate as like, oh, well, if you paid $10 for the bag, then surely you can sell it for $12 and still make $2 profit. No, we would actually lose a lot of money in that fake example. Because what about all the resources that went into sourcing it, all the sampling, the shipping back and forth between the supplier, like other things in there that aren't actually how much was paid for the bag at the wholesale, you know, point. Right. So it's like materials and labor. Exactly. Like labor and resource costs, time investment. And also sometimes some merch will take way more resource investment than nail polish, because nail polish, we can, you know, we got that down pat, generally speaking, unless there's like a pigment thing we have to go back and forth on. But making a bag for the first time ever, like there's a lot more resource investment. And yes, overhead costs. Yes, exactly. But I don't just mean overhead of like the manufacturer. It's also resource and time investment, which I guess in my head I see that as a bit differently than like overhead costs, like rent or whatever. But yeah, anyway, so all that to say, it's like actually not that simple to just take, well, how much did you pay for the bag and add however many dollars? Okay, so I think I got enough from you guys, like just seeing like, I don't know, vibes wise, $15 to $20. Some of you said 25, 26.99. Okay, I don't know. I gotta go back and look and see if it's even possible. So I'm not trying to get your hopes up. Anyways, we were finishing bingo. Okay, now you've begged. Something royal sells out. Did it? I don't think so. Tea break, pee break. Fun beach snack? No, but I need one right now. That's why I gotta go. Gotta go. This wasn't supposed to be a Polish Mountain like stream where I was eating on stream. I just drink on stream, okay? Or slushy. Comparisons to retirees? Yes. Launch video takes 20 minutes. I actually don't think it did, right? Because we did a lot of stuff outside of watching the launch video. Poll if chat likes the beach. No, I did not do that. You probably hate the beach. You're probably like, ew, outside. We stay inside and look at nail polish. Polish combos, duh. Shade comparisons, yeah. Something retired sells out. Something did like at launch, right? What was it? I can't remember. Was it Tax Haven? There was one that went, or maybe it was Starry Eyed. There was one that went, so we'll count that. Mood boards, yes. Anniversary leak, no. I've been a good girly, except for that one coat black accident. Other than that, we've been good today. Favorite shade pool, yes. Born ugly dies ugly. I think we still have her, no? Oh my god, she's still in stock. Why? Future leaks? I'm good. No bingo for you? Really? I got it on the first line. Almost, though. Almost twice. All right. Apologies to the detectives. I will do that next time. Actually, let me look at a calendar. Just a couple updates. What are the chances of Holo Taco coming to Shoppers, Rex? Those are stores in Canada. I think I've spoken at this like a lot and at length. Unfortunately, because of the current situation that we're in between countries, let's just say to simplify, and the current economic trajectory of that only getting the worse, if not staying the same, which is still terrible, plus currency conversions. It's sounding like extremely unlikely, or the way to put a nail in the coffin on the business, basically, if we decided to do that. It just does not make any sense unless I was like, let's literally run into the negative and then shut it all down. So yeah, blaming it on the economy. It just doesn't make sense by the time you do currency conversion, by the time you do import, customs, duties, tariffs. And then what? I expect the customer to buy our creme for $25 after all that? No. I'm not going to put a $25 Canadian creme on the shelf. Doesn't make sense. So I wouldn't even do it because it's just such a mess. Yeah. Is there a way to do it at Ulta internationally? Well, Ulta's in the States. I know they have recently opened in Mexico, but it's like a totally different, it's not the same, is my understanding. And that's a new thing for them. So, yes, it's frustrating. And I know my Canadians are like, why? That's not fair. I know it's not fair, but I'm not the one causing the problem. Like, it all happened. And only got worse than it would have been already, even if none of this recent history, let's say, happened. It still would have been very difficult. So, okay. A little update on scheduling. So tomorrow is Menchie Gang at 2 p.m. It's not the last Sunday of the month, technically, because I'm busy on the following Sunday. So we're going to have our Menchie Gang, which is our once a month annual bonus stream for Menchie Gang members. And there's some extra of you because Beyynnn gave you 50 Menchie Gang memberships, plus everyone else who's been gifting memberships. You appreciate that so much. So that's tomorrow at 2 p.m. for Menchie Gang. I'll see you there. And then streaming Wednesday, Retro Rewind, which has been really fun. I will just already note that the following Wednesday and 2 Wednesdays from now is July 1st, which is Canada Day, which I'm not gonna stream, I think. And I might actually just move that stream to either the Tuesday or the Thursday, but I will let you know. I gotta let the mods know first. But that would just be moving the gaming stream, basically, to a different day of the week. So nothing like, you're not missing anything, you know what I mean? If you gotta miss it, it'll be fine. And then next weekend, I think we're going back in the kitchen because I'm gonna try and make the greenest, like the most green slushy. So everyone's making like sweet treats in the slushy, and I'm like, how green can I make it? Will it celery? Will it kale, celery, And then maybe throw some like apple, pineapple, or something like that in. I think I want to make a grass slushy. Yeah, I want to throw in like wheatgrass powder. I don't know. Will it be edible? Will Ben eat with his eyes? How green will it be? That's what I want to do next Saturday. I hate that. I know. I know. It'll be fun. All right. Thank you guys for watching. That was a long one. Thank you for sticking with me on the coast. I hope you guys love this new assortment of crèmes and the tote if you're picking that up. And I'll see Menchie Gang tomorrow. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the weekend. Thank you to the mods. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll see y'all later down by the seashell shores. Bye.